So, first Paul's going to do the spinny. He can't do it.
I can't. I'm wearing headphones. I can't.
Can Vinny do a spinny, roundy, spinny?
I don't know.
Vinny's not going to. Is he? Oh.
Hey!
I got you.
Hey. Hold on. Phil going to do it. Hold on.
I did it already.
Oh,
did
I
it.
missed it.
You didn't watch.
There we go. I mean, it's a full house of spinny, roundy. Welcome, everyone, to another week of craziness that is the Studio Arts Q&A Live. This is number 261. My name is James Ivey.
Apple Drew.
Vinny the X.
40-watt podcast. Philip.
Phil.
Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to have you with us from the get-go once again.
Yeah, it can't happen every Wednesday, but the last couple have been great.
So Vinny's starting a new job. Are you going to be able to join us next week, or?
Yes, but I will be probably on the half end of the show. I'll probably come in at like 4 o'clock.
Okay, right. Okay, that's all good. Right,
unless I call you live from the Challenger on the way home.
That means something else to us, I think. But hey, let's go with it. I don't make the rules. The rules are the rules. Mr. Drew, what have you been up to?
I've been installing pickups in the Silver Sky Relic.
What you mean is you've been breaking the internet again?
Well,
Yeah, Paul, I mentioned. Ask you, is it more relict? Like, did you flake off some by the pick guard there?
Yeah, I got like and I kept looking at all the guitars that I've got here that are relics, and they've all got that.
Yeah,
so I'm just like, oh, that's what it needs then. So I just started. I don't even know what I did with it. I think I got some steel wool. And just like, kept going on it.
Love it.
Eventually went. Yeah. So eventually, it's going to be just a wooden body. I think I'm just going to keep going.
By comparison to what I got to show you in a bit, by comparison, that thing is mint.
Yes, it is. It is very much so. Which way are we going?
I don't know.
Go down from you. I think it's Phil.
Okay. Phil.
So I have a couple of things new. I can't pick them up because my space is a wreck. I have a couple of things I picked up. One, because I wanted to flip some things, and because I'm constantly looking for things to flip, y'all. It's just what I do. But the biggest thing, it was on the way last week, so I may have mentioned it, but it arrived. I have a 67 Vibrolux Reverb, black panel, almost mint. No tears in the grill cloth, all the original knobs. It's been serviced and had the 3-prong plug replaced, and that's it. And it sounds amazing. And I basically don't need another amp ever. It's dream amp territory. I've wanted one for 26 years. I've been playing guitar for 26 years. So
you do need a new spine though after lifting it.
Oh no, it's very light. It's a
112.
It's a 210,
right.
And it's extremely light for what it is. I mean, I have a super reverb, so this is way better for picking up. This is grab and go territory. It's think weight of a deluxe reverb, but with 210 instead of 112.
Right.
The 210s are nice because they react faster.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm just a big 10-inch speaker fan. 35 watts, tube rectified, the whole 9 yards. It's amazing.
And do you prefer it to your 2-rocks? Is that not the question?
I don't know if it's a prefer. It's definitely different. It's one of those things that's really hard for me to separate that I've wanted it for 26 years. You know what I mean? When something has been a goal of yours to get for a long, long time, sometimes the sound of it isn't the thing you can I can't break the bias in my brain that this is what I've wanted for so long. I don't think I could be objective about it.
Right.
Cool.
Subjective. Did I get that backwards? Anyway.
No, it's all good. Ben.
Okay. So I got a couple things to show. One is a slight something. And being that you've been breaking the internet, I'm not going to break anything with this, but.
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That works.
This is called Brown Tortoise Pearl.
Yeah. Nice. So it's not quite a proper brown tort. It's got a little bit of extra thing going on there.
Yeah.
And I'm not really into pearloid, but I thought this would bring out the color of this guitar.
Yeah.
Actually, my wife did. I got to give full credit because I was searching for a pick guard for this instead of, gem swirling it and putting the monkey grip in. And my wife's like, she's like, I was looking at a couple of things. She's like, I don't think that's going to go with that color. I'm like, yeah, it's gray. She's just like, no, that's not gray. I'm like, yeah, this is gray. She's like, that's not gray. I'm like, yeah, I think it's gray. and then so she just leaves. And I'm like, wait a minute. She's right. This thing's called sand. I'm like, what the hell? So then I, pulled it out and saw, I'm like, okay. So I think the pickguard did it justice. I mean,
yeah,
it's slim pickings for the USA, mayor, but I just did it added a little something to this color. I think this color is pretty block.
I like that a lot.
So on that note, now, James, you're probably going to like this. Paul, you might want to just calm down. Take a pill.
He's got the monkey grip guitar.
So is this what stopped you? Is this what stopped you doing the monkey grip?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's not. Do you know what? I didn't realize it was wood. That the guitar was mahogany. What is it? Mahogany?
It's a rosewood top veneer.
Rose
on a mahogany body.
Oh.
And a burl pickguard with the matching burl headstock.
The bell's slightly knocking me a little bit. What's the word?
I'm not really a burl fan, but here's the story with this. So this was owned by a collector, and a collection got traded to a guitar shop, and this was not played in the case since 2016.
Wow.
So I made a deal with them. I got it, I think, for a really good price. I wasn't too sure about the burl. I'm still not sure about the burl, but whatever, it is what it is. And I wasn't sure about the pickups either until the guitar, showed up. So now a couple things about this. So in 2016, when this model came out, it only came out for 2 years. I guess this was during the whole rosewood thing. It must be when the whole rosewood, stopping to use rosewood and all that jazz. The first year they made this with the rosewood top and rosewood fingerboard. The second year they made this, which is not as sought after as this one. It's a mahogany body with a walnut cap on it and some wood called like panga or something weird. I don't know, as the fingerboard. So this is one of the sought after ones. So now the guitar is incredibly light. It's about 7 pounds ish. It's super light, which is surprising. I thought it was going to be a tank. I also thought that these things are very big. I've only had my hands on a couple and not really paid attention in the past. I worked on one, but I just got it fixed for the person and got it back to them. I never played it, but I thought that these things look huge. I thought they were bigger because they always look huge on Steve Vai, and I know he's tall.
Yeah.
But he's really skinny. So this is not a big guitar whatsoever.
They're small guitars,
Yeah. So the guitar showed up with the trem like this.
Of course it was.
The action was probably like, I don't know, 22/64. I could have shoved my phone underneath it, and I went, oh my God, this thing's going to be a hunk of crap. And then so I went to work and setting it up. Now the springs are in there for 10 years, almost like under tension. So I changed the springs. I thought the claw was screwed in a little bit further than what it should be for the tension, like for the 9 gauge that was on there, and the claw was almost out of reach, like out of adjustment.
Right.
So I changed.
And the trim was still like that. The trim was...
So I put 9 to 46 on, and then it's still, I couldn't get the claw in enough, and then so I changed the springs, and then I quickly learned that I don't think the cavity is as long lengthwise as a Stratocaster, and I think that that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the visual that the claw most likely is in more than a standard Strat, and plus you would just add more springs, right? Depending on what you put on there. So I put a 9 gauge standard set on here. Changed the springs. I ordered new springs. I got Floyd Rose noiseless ones coming in for it. And I set the guitar up. And I'll tell you what, man, it plays fantastic and it sounds fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, like the clarity of these dark matter pickups. I know that the EQing on these, they're rounded off on the highs. And I think it has something to do with maybe when they chose it for this particular body wood. But they don't have any harsh highs. And there's this high definition clarity to them. Even with distortion, you can go through and do some jangly chords and things. And it's really a lot of note separation. And I am like over the moon thrilled with this thing. It's so fun to play. And the trem works great. Now, this is not the low pro version. It's not the higher end version. It's the one down from there. But I will say this, and for Paul, this is especially for you, is that you and I both talk about how we don't really like Floyd's because they hit your hand and they get in the way.
Yeah.
I do not feel this trem at all hitting my hand. If you look at how recessed it is,
Yeah. It's. I used to
Maybe
have
I should go
an RG 550 or 570 with the low pro. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? That's not sticking up too much. I'm really surprised because that's quite a high end. That's a high end Ibanez. Why didn't they put the better trem on it?
No, this is not high end. These last several gems that they made, this is a premium version. This is like the mid tier.
Oh,
I think what took place, the top tier now is that Pia thing.
Yeah.
right.
So any like the white gem now with the gold hardware, the blue floral, and this one, well, you can't even get this one anymore. Was a limited run, but they're all premiums. So you're not getting the top tier. You're not getting the scalloping in the bottom 4 frets, and you're not getting that trem. But you are getting like $350 worth of pickups, if not more than that. I think the Dark Matter 2 is like $159 each, I want to say. And then you got the single in there. So, but yeah, they're not scalloping the bottom anymore.
Wow.
So
Interesting.
Yeah, that is really interesting. It's ultimately not for me. Those necks, that's the biggest problem. I wanted an RG 550 so bad for so long.
Yeah.
Road Flare red.
yeah, they remade it. It's back out.
I know there was one sitting in my used shop locally, back in my hometown. It must have sat there for 6 years at like $275. Nobody wanted it. And then I decided, you know what? I want one. And I went to the shop and it sold the day before I got up there. It sat there for 6 years.
Now the neck is thin, but I will say that it's comfortable and it feels wider to me. And I don't notice a problem with it. I mean, I even went from this to my Nags and some other guitars have like the Tyler, which has a fat neck on it. And it's not an issue. I have to say it is fun to play and it stays in tune really well. And the action's nice. The fretwork is really good. So, for an import guitar, I don't know, man, I'm starting to change my ideas about things, of what things cost. And, I don't know, but yeah, it's a nice looking guitar. I have to say the wood is pretty nice. I mean, lots of veneer, but I mean, the back is not bad.
No.
And it came with the hard case. And I think the first year comes with a hard case, and the second year comes with some kind of zipped, like quasi hard gig bag case thing.
Yeah.
So I was able to get, a decent version of this. So, they're worth a lot of money, man. They're collector pieces. I think I'm playing the hell out of it. I'm not leaving it in the case. So
Good.
No, nice one.
Yeah,
nice one.
Yeah, collecting without playing is dumb.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Go on then. Come on, go on. You can get yours out of the way, and
Let's
then you can tell the story.
Right.
How you stole this from me.
I didn't steal it. So my week's been lovely thus far. I've done a lot of family stuff because the kids are on holiday. So I didn't work Friday, didn't work Monday. We had a whole long weekend of doing family stuff. And then
you say lovely, and all I can hear every time I phone you up is Jake. He's telling off his kid.
Yeah. So anyway, there was a message. We've got a group with Greg and Larry North to everyone else, and this guitar comes up and says,
No. Let's start this again. So I sent a message to the group saying I've just sold my gold top.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for guitars. This has come up. I might buy it. And James goes, I'll have it. So I was just like, oh, go on then, you have it then instead of me. So go on and show it. Go on, because it's and then we'll say what it is.
You see, Javi,
I played this.
This is why Paul sends me guitar listings, because he knows I'm not going to buy it out from under him.
Ready?
Exactly.
Here we go.
Okay, let me just say, I played this guitar and it is cracking.
I like it already. I like it.
Is that a Freeman?
Oh.
It's
Valiant.
Oh, Valiant.
From our friends at Valiant.
Yeah.
How?
It's awesome.
Cool.
I like that a lot. I like that
too. I love the color of that. Is that like a plum color?
Yeah. Well, there's a funny story about this. James, show him the input jack.
Wait,
what the
Cool,
hell?
isn't it?
It's recessed, so you can't pull it. You can't pull it out or knock it.
Where's the bulge?
Yeah. Where's the where's the boner? The boner bulge.
That's kind of a neat idea, actually.
This
great, isn't it?
I like that a whole lot. It
sounds and plays brilliant.
So good.
I don't really see many of them over here on this side of the pond, unfortunately.
Yeah. There is
the
there are some dealers over there.
Yeah,
it's really.
I want one because it's my initials in the first fret.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, there we go. So, do you know who that was built for?
I have no idea.
Come on, shut up, James.
I don't know.
Lift it up. Come on.
I'm not gonna know this.
Danish Pete.
Really?
Was it really? Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Anyway, it genuinely
cracking guitar.
This
so good, that guitar.
I like that.
I now have to get rid of 2 Strats because I realised I've now effectively got 4 Strats in the go at the minute.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've got 4 Les Pauls, and I'm not getting rid of any of them.
I remember when Parker guitars had a plum color like that. It was like Italian plum or something. It was called. That was a killer color.
The neck on that thing is so good, so
great.
Good.
It's a really great neck. It's a really great guitar. You've got a cracking guitar there.
Well, Valiant just makes great guitars in general, so that doesn't surprise me whatsoever. There are a couple of U.S. dealers, Vinny, if you're ever interested. Manchester Music Mill up in Massachusetts, I know, is a dealer for them.
All right.
I want to get one of their basses next, and then that will be me. They do a jazz bass, which is just wow.
I like the little bass. They do like a mini bass.
Yes, that's really cool as well.
Great.
So yeah, other than that, really busy week of doing not a lot. I spent most of today underneath the console, rewiring EDAX, which was not much fun. But worst things happen.
EDAX is about as interesting as Dolby.
Yeah.
Actually, it's less so. But shall we go on to the question?
Yes, I feel we should mention Plexico's comment because I've never seen someone backtrack so fast in a comment. But I'm only going to say this because he's given us money and we can't give it back to him, even though it's pretty. This is funny.
Plexico, where the women at? He said money hi-fi. Oh, wrong room.
Wrong room.
And then.
Well done, Plexico.
Plexi, I mean, no ladies here as far as we know, but thank you for your.
They come
yeah.
up. No, because listen, there were women did watch it, and then James started talking about Dolby, and they all left. Basically,
well, and Lee,
Dolby don't pull the birds, huh?
And Lee hasn't got his nuts out for a while.
Yeah, where is Lee?
Right.
I spoke to him.
That's why. Yeah.
He said he's not coming back until he's got an FM3.
Yeah, it's funny that. Funny. He's got an FM3.
He phoned me to see if I want to sell it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, he's got one. He bought one. I think it arrived yesterday. So
nice.
Wait, he's back on Fractal now?
Yeah,
back on Fractal.
So you're back to the only one without Fractal, Vinny.
Oh, God.
Vinny, come on.
It's just
I want to buy one of those Nucleo reverb pedals, but I just can't see spending $450 on a reverb pedal.
I can, but not that one.
You might as well just go and buy the
VP4.
The VP. You might, for a little bit extra. Anyway, should we do some comments?
Here we go.
By the way, the news is because it's summer and stuff. It's is that Maris?
If you're gonna buy a reverb, this is the one.
Oh,
yeah, that's really good.
This is the Maris Mercury
X.
X.
That's the Maris. Okay.
Yeah, this is the one.
It was white.
That's the LVX.
That's this one.
This one.
Okay.
So that's why my room's a mess because I've been tinkering with pedal boards for the last.
Is one delay and one reverbs?
Yeah, this is delay and this is reverbs, but this one can also do some reverbs and this can do some delays. So, oh yeah.
Merits are they're quite selective about who they sponsor or who they get involved with.
Well,
I've never had any conversation with Merits.
They are amazing folks, and they sponsor my podcast. So
there's a reason why we won't get Maris.
Why? Oh, we upset someone.
Oh no! What did y'all do?
All's good for that.
And it wasn't me for a change.
What did you do, Paul?
What did you do, Paul?
Well, you're friends again now, so we could do.
Oh, that one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
James, I don't know. I'm going to tell this story, but I'm not mentioning any names, and I'm going to withhold all the companies involved.
Okay.
But when not last year's NAMM to NAMM, before, when I met up with you guys out there, I met someone. I met a guitar builder, let's just say, and had a nice conversation with them out in front of the restaurant before we had dinner. And I was going to have an interview, and then I saw them at NAMM in the morning, and I was setting up for an interview, and then Paul and I were walking around, and then said person saw Paul, and I went up there figuring I could get the interview because it was kind of quiet, and the guy turned his back on us, and I go, what the hell was that about? And then Paul's like, I think that was me.
Was that German? Was that a German guitar builder?
Yeah. I don't want to say what.
Who makes fantastic guitars, but uses pickups that should not be using those guitars.
Yeah, it was a shame.
Yeah, I know.
It was a shame because I was all excited. I was like, hey.
But you've got to be honest. The thing about this, it's Nick Huber, basically. So amazing guitars. Yeah, amazing guitars.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Didn't like me insulting the pickups. Oof.
What pickups does he use?
He uses
I know the name of them. Hold on a second.
Some German. I mean, if you look at Nick Huber guitars, right?
Yeah, phenomenal. Absolutely amazing.
Some of the best guitars made today.
Some of the best guitars made today. Right. What style are those guitars?
Oh,
what sort of?
They're vintagey.
Let's just be honest. Let's be more specific. They're vintagey Gibson inspired design.
Yeah. Les Pauly Gibson-y.
Right. Yeah. So why put 16K pickups in them?
Do they really?
Honestly, so I had a Krautster, and I've always wanted a Krautster because Krautster's got a massive neck on it. It sounds, as a guitar, it's brilliant.
Had 3 of them. They're awesomely built.
Brilliant.
I'm trying to think
such well-built guitars, great woods, everything. And then
a household pickup.
That's it.
Oh,
I should have just asked you to do it, Phil. I'm here typing away. You already freaking.
Oh yeah, I'm already looking at different models.
Phil already bought the guitar, played it, and then sold it. In the matter.
But the weird thing is that the Krautster, if you pop the coil tap, which I normally would never do,
sounds awesome.
It sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
As that, just have it like that. Just pop it, and then you're done. But you'd never put it back because it's just it's not like a pointy headstock flying V. What Vinny's got in his on his back type of guitar. It's just they don't work.
And the thing with those guitars, and this is my personal opinion, is they're built so nice and so exquisite and such attention to detail. The last thing you want to do is have to gut the guitar because everybody wants the original stuff in it, right? So like you don't want to tinker with the guy's thing. That sounds whack. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess with it. You know what I mean?
You don't want to spend 10 grand on a guitar that you need to change the pickups in.
Yeah, and I think it's a tonal thing, man. Everybody. I think if you got like maybe 50 people together in a room, you could probably divide them if you could judge how they hear. The tonalities. I'm sure you could divide people into groups, and I don't know. It seems like Paul and I have had many discussions about tone and stuff, and talking about other videos, and I think we're almost very close on the same. Like hearing kind of thing, and both of us agreed that I just didn't like the pickups in there, but I did not want to gut them, so I wound up selling them, which is kind of sad. I should have just gutted the damn thing, but
I think it's just occurred to me I've never plugged in a Nick Huber. I've played 7 or 8 of them over the years, but I've never plugged one in.
Yeah, they're really nice sounding. They have like a mid-range hunk to them too. That humbucker, right? It's like weird.
That sounds like my vibe.
Weird. You might like it.
Yeah, it sounds like my vibe.
It. Yeah.
So, anyway.
Okay. Sorry, everyone. Yeah. So what are we? We're 25 minutes in. We haven't really done it.
That's fine. We needed to give people time to give us some questions. So
that's right.
We've got some.
Okay. Well, yeah. The news is very like this this week. Okay, Live said, "Evening Rats and brilliant job on the Silver Sky. Cheers, OK Live. Thanks, mate." He said, "I wonder would it be a good idea to do this to a Silver Sky SE?"
Yes, it would.
You said, and Phil said, absolutely do it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, why not?
I think more so the SE, because at least with the core model, they did eventually switch to nitro eventually. But with SEs, they're all just poly finish. Strip it off of there, put the finish you want on there, and you can get them for a song at this point. especially if you can find a beat up one.
Gosh, yeah. Bisexual. I mean, sometimes even new they sell them for. They do like these sort of flash sales and they end up selling for £500.
There is a PRS SE Silver Sky in the dragon fruit finish, which is the worst one, in my opinion. On reverb,
it's quite like James's guitar. That's a similar color to James's.
No. That's the what's that color called? I'm trying to find it. Oh, this one looks more red than the purple, but
Okay.
It's on reverb for $400 right now.
Great.
$400. Strip the finish on that thing. Heck, I'm tempted. I got a guy. Yeah, because it's all scratched up. Yeah.
Right.
Look at that.
I bought my USA one for a song, brand new from a dealer, brand new.
Did you?
Yeah, I got it for like $1,600.
Yeah.
What? New?
And they were retailing for like what, $2,500 somewhere.
There was a clearance period a while back. They were really clearing them out. I don't know why. I don't know if they were. It may have been that poly into nitro time period where they were clearing out all the polys.
I don't know. I got a nitro one, so I don't know.
Did you? I don't know.
I don't know, but I know that the reverb is oversaturated with them.
Yep.
Anthony, evening all. First time catching. Did you do? Hold on a second. Sorry,
we didn't actually say it. No, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Vice Satchitrucci. Hello, everyone. Hope all is well and you're all having a great week so far. And you, mate.
All going well.
Everyone's well.
What's up, Satch?
Anthony, he said, evening all. First time catching you guys live for a while. Been doing MD duties for a stage show. Last week, Ron was great. Nice one.
Bless you.
Nice. Yeah. Evening, gents. Evening, JP. Six String Slinger says, good evening, gents. Looking forward to another great podcast.
Oh, what are you listening to?
Yeah, you might go somewhere else.
Right, so we'll do our best, but I can't guarantee anything.
Farid, evening all. Did you get your tickets for Cardinal Black? Oh, is this in the US? Southampton?
They're in the US right now. So.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where Farid is, but I've got my tickets for the Nashville show a week from Monday. So. Very excited.
Nice.
Vice Trucci, Plexico, you're in Club Sausage Fest. The women ran screaming as soon as the stream started. They did.
You're not wrong. We laugh, but you're not wrong.
It's only funny because it's true.
Right.
Yeah. Love 210s, says Shark Air.
Yeah. 210's the way to do it.
Vincent says, evening all, never say never. It's true.
Wrong one, yeah. There was some humor.
There was some humor. Okay. Keith says, evening rats and guest rats watching from the kitchen whilst cooking a risotto. Oh, sorry. Do you guys
risotto?
Risotto. Even though it's a T. Even it's a T, you have to pronounce it as a
and
D.
Also, even though it's Italian, it's risotto.
Risotto.
Say water for me, guys.
Hey, Vinny's Italian.
say water for me.
Risotto.
Water. Huh?
How do I say water?
Yeah,
no,
not you, Vinny.
Risotto? How do you say risotto?
Risotto.
Yeah.
Oh God.
See?
Yeah, he's
but Vinny's as Italian as I am.
Yeah, but okay, if you're gonna make that argument, what's the name of the clamp device you put on the neck of the guitar to change the relative key?
A capo.
Capo.
Oh, look at both of you disagreeing. I love it.
You gotta go.
Capo.
Capo.
Have you ever seen any of our videos? When have Paul and I ever agreed on anything?
That's fair. Fair.
I never use one of those things. You know that?
Oh, really? No, you should. I think they're invaluable tools.
I didn't want one of those things touching my guitar neck.
I get it.
Really?
I only ever use it on alternate tunings like DADGAD or anything weird where my brain has enough issues trying to work out what the chord conversions are because of the different tuning. Just put a cap on it, go with it, and that's fine. I love DADGAD on acoustics is amazing.
There's a tonality difference in the instrument. I firmly believe that an acoustic guitar capoed at the 3rd fret sounds better. I don't care what tuning you have it in. I think it responds better and sounds better.
I wonder if it has something to do with the resonation of the scale length change.
I think it's got to be, but it's one of those things where I use them for a tone tool, not just a technique tool.
Whereas someone like Albert Collins uses it so he can play in any key.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But I use it for a production tool because it's just easy way
faking a mandolin.
Faking mandolin or just getting different tunings up the neck and just making the guitar sound massive.
Johnny Guitar Watson, who is one of the best blues guitar players that most people don't know about. I once saw a video where I'm pretty sure he was capoed at the 10th fret to play in D. and it sounds amazing. He's the guy that wrote Gangster of Love for Steve Miller. So Johnny Guitar Watson was amazing. And so I dare someone to tell him he's not a good enough guitar player because he uses a capo.
There we go.
Won't be happening.
Nope.
6 string. He says, Vinny, following from last week. I can't agree more about Ghost. Best sounding musicianship I've ever seen. It was faultless. Per Erickson is incredible. White Strat Ghoul.
Oh, I didn't know who he was. That guy. That's what I was talking about. That guy's amazingly good guitar player. The technique is off the chain. You know what? I had to stop listening to them, 6, because the tunes are so catchy that, like if you ever get a song stuck in your head and you can't stop hearing it, kind of like that Baby Shark song that the kids like.
You had to say it.
There was a couple of nights where I couldn't sleep because of the damn songs going through my head. Like hearing, I was like, I got to listen to something else. So, but cool. Yeah, it's great. I'm glad you got to see it. Awesome.
He said, unlike Guns N' Roses at Wembley, where my wife and I could only endure 45 minutes before we left. 30 years of fan. Wow.
You made it 45 minutes? I've seen the videos from that show.
I saw them. God, must be 10 years ago now at the O2. And other than the fact that they went on an hour and a half late and still kept going way past their curfew and just kept going, they didn't finish their set till 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, when was this? Years ago. We're talking.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah, good.
Yeah. We're not talking like the
it was. You had Buckethead and Bumblefoot and the other guy were on guitar, and it was a phenomenal show because it was basically Axl Rose and friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas now you've got Slash and Duff back with him, and basically it's another drummer. Apparently, I thought it was supposed to be really good, but it says Axl's voice is now not what it once was.
No, he's no what's the other?
No, Vince Neil.
That's it. That's who I was trying to think. He's no Vince Neil, but
bless him.
One of the best rock gigs I've ever seen, though, and obviously again this was a few years ago now, was I saw Whitesnake, and Coverdale still got it.
Really?
I think we put a little too much stock in. I think we don't allow singers to age well, and they get forced to stay in these ranges that are really kind of unacceptable. And then we look down on people who tune down. I've listened to live clips of Zeppelin in the 70s, not long after 4 came out, and they were already tuning down to play Black Dog and those kinds of things. It's fine. It is okay. I'd rather they just record them at that tune down so that that's the normal sound of them. I think it still sounds amazing. We have unrealistic expectations of tenors in music.
Yeah, we do. But there's also, doing the old production thing, there was, the amount of times where you go through songs and then you get the key right for that singer. Yeah. And it doesn't matter if that singer, because it sounds so much better at that key when you're recording it, and you go, well, fuck, if you can't do it live, I don't give a shit about that.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what sounds
that's your problem.
In the recording.
That's your problem. But yeah, if we're getting the best take out of you, it's in that key.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah.
So
there's a really great video from a vocal therapist, pathologist, something like that. I don't know what their actual title is, but they're a doctor around this field. And they also were talking about how it happened in the operatic world too. We act like classical singers are this pinnacle of technique. No, they sing wrong too. And they were talking about operatic singers now, how volume and pitch are emphasized, and you're seeing more and more surgeries in that field as well for singers. Right. Whereas older styles of opera still had the high notes, but they didn't have to hit them so loud and with so much force and so often. And they were able to hit them effortlessly. You just didn't quite have the volume. And that was in an age before amplification in the operatic world. So
I'm just gonna give tonight's Q&A live a boost by saying If you want to find out how to sing, boys and girls, do remember to check out Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy. And remember to stick your tongue out whenever you do a high note, because that really works.
Ken. Poor Ken.
So wrong.
No, yeah, it's not. I just think we should bring back eunuchs. I think that would just be
Vienna Boys Choir all over again.
Yeah.
Well, the old version.
Vincent says, I've been buying a few guitars from Japan via Zen Market. I've never heard of Zen Market.
I'm looking
Some great
it up
deals, even with VAT and import to UK. This is good news.
Wow.
I might check.
Feels
this
like
out.
accessing.
Yeah.
But there is interestingly, I haven't been through the whole listing yet, but the latest Gardner Hallgate auction listings are out for the first day of guitar stuff. Nothing that I got overly excited about. There was a 63 Strat that looked very nice, but of course it was substantial pictures of the king, shall we say.
Hey, talking about Strats, and this is relevant because I really think that I would much rather have one of these. Did anyone watch the Peach video with what's his name?
Matt Schofield.
Matt Schofield.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Matt Schofield. I mean, Matt Schofield's brilliant anyway. He's such a fantastic player. But some of those Strats, some of those master built Strats were like so good.
That's what I say. Is that a good face or a bad face?
I adore Matt.
Good face.
Yeah, they are really, really good. I adore Matt Schofield, but I can't watch a video of 10 Strats over and over and over again. I can't do it. But yeah, no, some of those guitars were absolutely killer. I want to talk about the Zen Market real quick and tell you
go on.
my quick perusal of how it works.
Do you want to share your screen?
No, it's fine because
Okay.
So Zen Market is a site that you basically via them you buy goods from Japanese stores. They ship to Zen Market's warehouse and then ship to you you pay a fee for Zen Market basically to be the broker between you and this local Japanese store.
So you don't have to deal with the duties.
Right, exactly. So it looks like one simple fee per item. It's 500 yen, which for US folks that comes out to about $3.40. I guess that's about $5 or $6 for you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's rad.
Wow.
Presumably, they put it in a container, and it sits until the container is full. So it will take a while to get to you, because they're not going to ship it for $5 or $6. They'll for that it will have to,
Oh,
ironically, the first thing I ever ordered from overseas to my house was this watch.
Yeah,
and what a fiasco this was. Because they have to report how many joules are in the movement, and they got the joule number wrong. So this has an exhibition back, so you can kind of see some of the joules. They act like bearings, is what they are.
Wow.
So
Wow, look at that.
So yeah, I had to literally it took 30 days to get this out of customs.
Wow.
And get the paperwork right.
Finn, if you don't mind me asking, that's an expensive watch.
Well, I guess it depends on what your term of expensive is. So, but this is like $1,200.
Okay, so
now this movement
that's from?
in here was this. This is all Swiss parts, but it's put together in China. Right?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, why didn't you just go over to Switzerland and you could have had a holiday and then brought a watch back?
Right. So, this has the same movement that my Panerai had. The Panerai is like an $8,000 watch.
Wow.
And then I clanged it against my seatbelt, and I told my wife, Flatfoot doesn't deserve this watch. I can't deal with the stress. So I sold it and got my money back. So I bought something cheaper, and I got this instead. But
and two more guitars.
Yeah, of course. But
nice.
So
nice, mate. That's a nice watch.
So, Jivey, the process is you add items to your cart via the Zen Market.
Mm-hmm.
You get a quote. They confirm the price and availability. Confirmed you can pay for it. Then you wait for the item to be delivered to Zen Market. Then you specify your preferred shipping from them. They weigh it, give you the price for international shipping, and then it takes 1 or 2 weeks to get delivered to you.
So yeah, they contain. That's not bad. Containerizing it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Cool. Good job, Vincent, on that info. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, well, Vincent.
I'm
Yeah,
not
good job.
going to because I don't need to buy any more guitar.
Well, me either.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't.
By the way, we're 41 minutes in.
Oh my gosh.
And we haven't said, and we haven't said, if you're enjoying this, it really helps us out. If you like, just give us a like or something, because you can subscribe. You don't have to subscribe.
Different
Did you get a bigger bell?
Give us a like, because it really does help. And also, you can go and check out 40 Watt Podcast and Vinny the Axe, all on YouTube and business.
Yeah.
And James's Driver Talks Tech as well. God, it's like everyone's getting in.
Yeah, lots of things. I'm going to go get my cowbell here in a minute.
Go and get cowbell. Vice Truth says, Vinny, that's wild, because a used Gem Junior I bought had the bridge all tilted forward as you described, but same. Once I set it up, played amazingly, and
stock pickups. I think
stock pickups blew me away too. I.
Yeah, and that Gem Junior is you can get them for like $500, $599.
Yeah,
they're
there's a couple in the auction and they're cheaper than that.
Yeah, and even if you get one and it, like with what it sounds like, Vi's got a good one. If the fretwork's good and the body and all the core parts are good, you could gut the thing, put $200 or $300 worth of decent pickups in it, and then, you know, as you guys say, Bob's your uncle, right?
Yeah.
So
fan is your own. Nabs, good evening from Lebanon with 33 degrees. Oof, Lebanon.
That's
hope all is good and dandy. And you, mate. It's nice and toasty.
Phil, what is that?
33 degrees. That's about 92 degrees Fahrenheit.
We were at 94 today.
Oof. Jeez.
Maybe 90.
Jamali. Yo! Judd. Good evening, gents. Any quick question? The new Epiphone acoustics are £1,100, or the Gibson Special acoustics are £1,600. Am I wrong to say get the Gibson? I'd say
nope.
Definitely
get the Gibson.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's going to hold your money. It's going to hold your value.
Right, resale value.
One has Gibson on the headstock.
Yeah.
Or wait 6 months and buy a used Epiphone.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. You could definitely. Yeah. I keep running over my cable with my. Stick that up there. There we go. Going to break these headphones. Jamali, are you a band? Yeah, it's a new boy band.
We could be. I'll play bass.
So now, Phil. Now here's an interesting thing, right? I talked to Paul about this before you guys joined the pre-show amble. NAMM have just sent out the email for applications for bands to play on the NAMM stages.
Oh,
right. And Paul and I said, it would be fab, you know, because the gear's all there. You just, if you do one of the hotels, your gear's all there. You turn it with your amp, with your axe or whatever. And then Paul said, yeah, but we haven't got a bass player and we haven't got a singer. And I just thought that shouldn't stop us.
I'm not going up on a NAMM stage with I mean, I don't mind if it's an unrehearsed band and it's like a covers thing, but you can't go up on a NAMM stage and just go, let's wing it. You can't do that.
Have you heard most of the bands that play on the NAMM stages?
That's pretty fair.
It sounds exactly like what they do.
I don't know. There were a couple of bands I heard on the main stage outside the convention center that were just stupid good. There was this one gospel band I caught that I wouldn't want to be near their stage. I don't want to be possibly like a chance that I'd have to play anything near them. They were so good.
Yeah.
I like the idea of playing on the Marriott, in the Marriott bar or something like that. That would be my.
Well, that's easy enough. I mean, let me know. I can book a gig. I'll talk to some folks. I actually have a friend who does. That's all he does is that's his living is he does gig booking in Los Angeles. So I could just book us something if you want to do a jam, but. Like the NAMM stage, I don't know about all that.
We wouldn't get the main stage as much as I go, do you know who we are? That line might come out. But I mean, just if we got the Marriott or the Hilton bar, I think that'd be cool. That's just me saying I think that'd be quite cool.
Yeah, got to be better than the miming bassist we saw at that one party. who is a legitimately good bassist. Heard other stuff, but I thought was really funny though. I don't know if I told y'all this, but I saw photos of that bassist later in Fender ads from that gig.
Really? Really?
Mm-hmm. I got fed some Fender ads, and I was like, I know where this is. Pulled up my photos of that night. I'm like, I know exactly where this was.
Hey, I'm definitely on that event next year, because the food on that event and the booze is fantastic.
That we should definitely get invites into that, because it was very cool. Anyway, let's get back on it, because it was funny.
Ben, cheers, gents. Hope everyone is well, and you, Ben. Got recorder. Mercury X is one of the best pedals I've bought in recent years. Other greats were Chase Bliss Mood Mark II, Boss DM101, Freeman IRX. The Tone King Imperial preamp does seem great too. There you go. Nice. Gary, why don't the big companies who make the £200 plus pedals make a cheaper version of
I
their
have
same
opinions.
pedals? Go on then.
Because it ruins the value of their brand.
Yep.
They have to continue to value their brand. And so Mercury X, you can buy the Mercury 7. It's less expensive.
Sorry.
But,
I mean, I'm trying to delete it. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry.
You can't. It's on thingy. You can't do it.
So, but yeah, that's the real reason. You can't go undermining the value of your brand. And if you want to maintain the value of your brand.
That's why you can't buy a Porsche for $50,000.
Right. You can't do it. It's the same conversation we had about the guitars getting destroyed by Gibson and, letting things get out that are under qualityed. You're not just maintaining the bottom dollar, you're maintaining the reputation of your company. And sometimes there are some hits to your reputation you just have to take, but like undervaluing your stuff to make them cheaper. Also, the profit margin's probably not there.
No. Because remember, everyone's taking their 30% cut at least 3 stages.
And at the end of the day, this we love all these tools, but it's about making money for the company so they can keep doing what they're doing.
Yep.
They got to make a living.
Copy caller 64. Gary Westcott, it's true, though some kind of do. Some of the lower UAFX are taken from the high end, and I've seen them go on sale for closer to £100.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Strymon
like a scaled down version.
Smaller pedals too. I have a few of them. They're like 250 instead of 400 or whatever.
Yeah.
Stripped down stuff.
Jeff McAlane, how are you, sir?
Speaking of people, I don't want to accidentally have to play guitar around.
Yeah, that's very true. This is very true. Yes. I saw Jeff do something recently that I was pretty blown away with. Well, it's pretty much all the time you see Jeff.
Yeah, exactly.
So there we go.
Hey, Jeff, if you're still around, come on the podcast. Shoot me a message.
Yeah.
I got questions.
Yes. Mendel. Hi, all Krautster. Huber. Just change the pickups. No routing needed, lol. Would imagine if you were to order a new, you can... If you were to order new, you can... I know what it was with Jeff. Sorry. To go back to Jeff. It was Jeff playing a PRS with Ron Ellis pickups. And it sounded amazing. I mean,
yeah, it's not fair. It's
no, I know it's not fair. But it did sound. I even sent Ron a message saying, "Have you heard this?" And Ron went, "Yes, of course I have." Mendel, hi, all Krauts. The Huber to change the pickups, no routing needed. Would imagine that if you were to order new, you can spec it. Yeah. You are right, but you'd expect. It was just that the pickups are so incongruous to that guitar. In my opinion, it's someone like Nick Huber, who is a genius and makes some of the best guitars on the market. It just seemed. Do you know what it seemed? It seemed how we used to take the piss out of the Germans in the 80s about sort of uber metal and all that sort of stuff. It just seemed that Germans love heavy metal and David Hasselhoff. It was that sort of cliche. But yeah.
Two very extremes of the same argument.
Fair. But that's what it was. It was so incongruous with that guitar. It was just like, I don't understand what's going on here. I wanted some vintage sounding pickups. It's a vintage looking guitar. It's a vintage spec guitar. Why not have it? Anyway, it's personal opinion. And Nick didn't like it. Vincent, ask a Glaswegian to say purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar.
Purple burglar alarm. Where's Steve?
Yeah, where's
oh yeah, that's who I Casa de Guitar, you mean?
Yes.
Well, Steve's probably batting down the hatches from the they've got a nasty storm up in Scotland at the moment, so it's
really?
You sent our way.
Huh?
They sent down this lot, them from the
Oh, did they?
From the colonies sent our way.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
6 string says really fancy a Crapster 3. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, they
Awesome
changed
guitar.
the look
It
of
really
it from
is.
the 2. It's got a different body shape now. It's got like a little wider ass on the bottom of it and everything. It's and the headstock is changed a little bit too. I don't know if you noticed the headstock looks a bit more narrower where it comes in.
So they had to change it for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Of, laws. But yeah, no, it's Nick Hooper. See, all I keep doing is praising the guy. That is, like how companies don't get headstocks right.
Yeah.
Everything about that guitar is right.
Yep.
Everything about the guitar, apart from the
the neck joint. The neck joint is something to behold, right? How it's scalloped out on the.
Oh, see, I want one now. I want one.
Listen, I like that petrol blue one you had, but I had a red one.
Yeah.
I had a gold one. I should have never sold the gold one.
The new version of the Dolphin kind of reminds me of a Nags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what
he
you mean.
kind of drifted towards that design a little bit because he had to move further away from the.
Yeah, the Dolphin is like a capped version of the Crowster.
Yeah.
So like the body on my Nags is wide at the ass end, just like the Crowster is now.
Yeah.
See, you've got me looking on eBay for Nick Hooper guitars.
See?
Sorry.
If I had a choice, for me it'd be an Orca, but let's be honest, why I want an Orca. It looks like a Les Paul.
I think my Santana Gold Top's going up for sale though. I think I'm going to sell it.
Ooh.
Yeah, do it, mate. Do it. Yeah, the Orca with the Orca 59 with the taps, the cold taps on it as well. It's just brilliant.
Yep.
Graham, I'm with 40 watt. I use the capo all the time for solo gigs, and it often opens up to different chord voicings, open string runs, etc., as well as changing keys to suit my voice better.
Yep.
Nice one, Graham.
Yep, 100%. Also, my email, I guess I can say this. You can find me on forums under this. For a long time was capo first fret because I played in E flat so much that anytime I'd go jam with friends, I was like, you guys are in standard tuning. Put the capo on the first fret. And so it became like a running gag that I just always had a capo on the first fret when playing with my friends. But now, I tune down to D standard a lot of times. So, but I think it opens up a lot of the instrument, especially acoustically, when there are open string runs in certain keys. When you're playing bluegrass music or bluegrass and country inspired music, you need the open strings. It sounds different for certain runs.
Yes.
There's a Crapster 3 in
He's
second hand.
still on this.
Where's Pitstone, James?
He didn't hear a word you said.
No, he didn't. It's okay.
Sorry.
He's like,
there we go.
On my gold top. So
Paul's gonna buy that Crowster, and we're gonna swirl it and put a monkey grip in it, man.
Yes. You can change the pickups. See, look, Guitar Talk Universe. I love his avatar, whatever you call it. That's great.
The 7-finger name.
Okay, we're all gonna do this. James can go first.
Well, see, to me, it's Piezo.
It is Piezo.
Technically.
But someone will say pie. Someone will say pie.
I always say piezo. Piezo is what I say.
I've always said piezo.
And I always say I'll never buy a guitar with that thing on it.
Yeah, good man.
I've got one with it on it over there. Sounds great.
I've only owned maybe like out of the 400 something guitars I've had, I've only owned like maybe 4 acoustic guitars, and they only last about 3 days. I'll get it and I'll strum some happy chords on it, and I go, "This is not me," and I sell it. The only acoustic guitar that I would want was one of those not fiber optic. Yeah, it lights up.
Carbon fiber.
The carbon fiber one that you had, like a small version. Or I want
it's like it's planned.
Yeah, it's like he set this up.
Or I want or I want that little acoustic guitar that Ian Anderson uses from Jethro Tull.
Mm-hmm.
When he does a Thicker the Brick tour, he's got that little tiny. I forgot who builds it for him. It's like a little like parlor guitar, but it's wicked sounding.
I have to have acoustic instruments in my life. That's what I actually play most of the time.
That's nice, James.
Sadly, it's a loaner. It's for a video that I'm doing, and it plays so nicely.
Viewers, for those of you that have no idea what he's holding up because he's not shown the headstock yet, it's an Emerald guitar.
It is glorious. It plays so nicely.
I like the what is it? The G10? Is it called the G10 or whatever? It's the smaller acoustic that's got like doesn't have a lot of electronics in it at all.
I reviewed one the other day.
Yeah,
I don't want an acoustic guitar with any electronics.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Zero. Give me zero electronics.
Yeah, that's a nice guitar. I love that.
So I'm just looking.
He's still looking, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's obsessed now. It's
gonna
happen.
It's a Crafts 3. I prefer the Crafts 2 look though. But anyway, Ben, do you fellas recommend the matchless Laurel Canyon amp head? I'm guessing you've had and played one at some other point. Do you know, I've never played Laurel Canyon, but it's their Fender based amp. I've never tried one. Phil, you must have tried one.
I played one years ago because it was offered that somebody was trying to trade me. I ended up not trading for it, but it was just it wasn't something I needed at the time because I'm kind of Fender's tone heavy in my life, and I was really looking for a matchless that had more of the Vox sound at the time. I think that's when I ended up buying my Divided by 13. That was that same time period.
Nice.
But it sounded great. It was I've never played a matchless amp that sounded bad though. So you could fart into a matchless and probably get a gold record out of it.
Yeah,
that Independence 35 2x10 2x12 is just mwah.
Yeah, it's great amp.
Other than the fact that it weighs more than a small moon.
Well, yeah, because heavy tone is tone. Tone is in the weight.
Yeah.
Vai Satrucci says the old Ken Tamplin parrot tongue technique. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
parrot tongue. Poor Ken. He's gone quiet, hasn't he? Or the
Funny
whole
that.
Ken Tamplin. The old Ken Tamplin controversy is
yeah, it's gone away because he's gone away.
Oh, okay. Michael MC,
I don't
two
mean
questions.
gone away.
Oh, I see. Michael MC, 2 questions. What was the final outcome of the HSS Super Strat shootout? There is a video, Michael. There is a. But second, how does Rock and Roll Relics Friedman stack up to Grover versions? So that's a really good question.
I've had both.
Yeah, I've had both. So go on, Vinny, you give your opinion.
Well, to me the pickups sound the same. It's probably the same recipe.
Yeah.
The Grover Jackson ones have really small like bullet hole like dot inlays in them, and the paint is fine. But on the Rock and Roll Relics ones, it's I guess personal preference, but I think they have more mojo. Like the paint is relicked very. I think the relicing is cooler and better, and I think the paint selections from Rock and Roll Relics Factory are better.
So that's a Rock and Roll Relics version.
Yeah, and I have a Rock and Roll Relics Friedman. Hold on.
Yeah. So yours is a Rock and Roll Relics one as well.
Yeah.
There's that one. Yeah. So I really like the. I really like the new ones. I've never really I haven't compared them side by side, but the new ones, I think, as Vinny says, have some mojo that.
Yeah, I've had 2 of these, one from Grover and one from the Rock and Roll Relics Factory. They both were great. I don't think you can go wrong with any of them, but you just got to look at the aesthetic of what you like better, and you're going to get a lot more cool, wicked paint options that are coming out of the Rock and Roll Relics Factory. Yeah.
They're so good with their Relic. They are so. I've not played any of the Friedmans that they've made, but I've played a lot of the Rock and Roll Relics because Zach at High Voltage Guitars and Mythos Pedals carries them, and they're some of the coolest finishes and coolest guitars.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, even this color is pretty wicked. I mean, I have to say.
Yeah, it's great.
And I'm not even into blue, but I like this color.
Really nice. 6 String, he says, I saw the Peach video. I played Matt Schofield's SVL Simon Law Strat. I've been through master builds and now settled on an SVL 61 Reserve. Nice. Try one. They're incredible. Closer to my 63. Nice. Yeah, I'd like to. SVL, funny enough, SVL are very near me. I even sent him a message and he ignored me. So, so you don't really, you can only offer. So many times before you just go, well. Vincent, I usually use Surface 2 months. Last two purchases: Greco 75 EG 420, £250. Morris WH25, made in the 1980s, 150 total. Really well packed, all right, safe and in great nick.
Great.
Surface 2.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. Maybe that's another Japanese import.
Yeah.
Broker. Nice.
I didn't know any of that existed. Now that I do, and it opens up those Japanese market guitars. Oh man.
Yeah.
What were the Fenders that were weirdly Scott? Was it the Aerodynes?
I think those were Japanese made. They've got a current one that's like they did these really rad like two-tone Jazzmaster style guitars that are Japanese market only. That I can never remember the name of. But now that I know there's a way to get them.
6. He says play JJ Nichols 50s Gold Top 2. Nice. God only knows how he plays it. Got my photo too. He made me look like a toddler. 5'8". Yeah, he's a that man's a beast.
Yeah, he is.
Have you seen him with his pictures of his kid? I mean, he's just had a baby, and it's just like the biggest man in the world compared to like the smallest thing in the world.
Just holding it like this.
Yeah. Can't be called a 64. Vincent Brennan's. That's interesting because Fender Jaguar lineup's a bit thing. A lot of what I'm interested in is made in Japan Jaguars. Yari acoustics can be great too. Nice.
Yeah, Yari acoustics. I don't think those are the secrets they used to be anymore. They're just phenomenally made. They're just not a lot over here in the US. So I think there's Yari, and then there's also Alvarez Yari. So Alvarez had a line made with Yari. I don't know all the ins and outs of how that worked. I just know that they're some of the best acoustics I've ever played.
Cool.
J Music 87 says, my buddy Fred has a Tone X pedal. Is there any way you can take that thing to the next level? Yeah, probably just using to buy some decent captures, I would say.
Any idea we can get some of those, Paul?
Don't. This is not a way of advertising our own wares. No,
check out the studioats.net. Go onto the downloads page and have a look. No, it's not a salesy thing. He's asking. So take it to the next level. The other
there are plenty. There are plenty of other people that also do captures as well.
Is to buy one of those little Exonic controllers, because that genuinely takes it to the next level.
It does definitely, yeah.
Makes it a very, very usable gig friendly rig.
Yeah. Willie, he says, lads, does anyone else just feel like, is this it when it comes to music gigging life? We've come so far in terms of tech advances and all that, but the excitement for me just isn't there anymore. What from gigging? The excitement from I'd probably take a break, Willie. I think that the excitement will come back, and I think a couple of months off, and you'll go, I really fancy a gig.
I took 6 years off.
Yeah, it happens to me. I go through cycles where I'm like, and I get so I need to gig. I want to gig so bad. I take every gig that comes my way, and then that means I take some gigs that aren't really a lot of fun. And then that's into being the thing that cycles me back to, I don't want to do this for a little while. I need to not do this for a little bit. So I'm sort of on the fence now where I'm like, I've been doing this covers gig for a little bit. And it's just not as much fun as it was when I really needed it. What I need is more of like the blues gigs and originals gigs, even if they don't pay. Like I don't need to make money for them to be fulfilling for me at this point. I need to make enough to pay my rhythm section. That's what I need.
We've said often enough, and this is not bigging up where I am as a player or anything like that. It's not. I don't mean this to sound pretentious or anything like that. But the level of player that I am as a drummer, not as a guitar player, I want to play with good people, and the good people at the level I want to play at are out gigging and earning. They're doing functions and weddings and stuff, and they're doing it. Like Ben, for example, I think is a phenomenal bass player. And when we did the sessions, I could play with that band till the cows come home. But the other three guys are active, pro, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night out players. They don't want to go and play the Dog and Duck for £100 each on a Friday night when they could be out earning 500 quid.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. I want to do good gigs. Or rather, I don't want to do the high-paying gigs. I want to do good gigs.
Fun gigs, yeah.
But in order to do that, you've got to there's a time and an effort investment in being, because that's the way I look at it. I can't do the gigs that I would like to do because I also have a full-time job that keeps me busy, and I can't commit to as many as I'd like to be in a band that tight that's going to gig that much and that's doing it seriously. And it's frustrating.
It's really hard. I mean, if I could say Paul and I have done some gigs together, we've done loads of gigs together, and it's always been really good fun, but there's always been that element of it's still a wedding or a function and we're sitting around for 5 hours. And that's one of the things I hate about it.
Yeah.
With the pub gig, you turn up at 8, you're on at 9, you finish by 11, home by 12. And you've maybe earned £100 and had a good time doing it because you've played music you want to play to people who actually want to listen because they've come out to see you and had a good time doing it, probably. Yeah. If you do it to a good level. Whereas doing a wedding, you're playing to a bunch of people who probably really don't care, a load of music that you don't care about, with a bunch of players who are probably very good, but you are simply going through the motions.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that anymore.
Felt. I'll be honest, I'm almost the same way about gear. Gear doesn't excite me the way it used to. Like, Vinny, we were talking before we came on. You were talking about the new Cornerstone reverb pedal. There's nothing about that thing that excites me. Not a thing about it. Every release I keep seeing comes out, and I've been trying other stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's another drive pedal. That's another fuzz. That's another this, that, or the other. I'm like, great.
So the first time I've been excited about gear, and obviously it's different with me because I put the studio hat on.
Yeah.
But I went to a friend's new studio.
Don't say it.
I wasn't going to.
Yes.
I went to a friend's new studio today, and we were messing around with some stuff, and he has more microphones than possibly Blackbird.
Whew.
He has more gear than any human being should own singly. I mean, we're talking probably 80, 90 U of rack space, but it's all beautiful vintage stuff, all brought back from the dead. He's got 2 racks of Lexicon reverbs and Roland Space Echoes and level stuff. And I was properly gooey about it. Just there is more gear here. And he's put an SSL 4000G in the control room, and it's just awesome. I'll never make any money at it.
No,
I don't think he's doing it for that reason, which is great. He's doing it for the right reason because he's got all these toys and he wants to use them.
But if he's got that amount of gear, there are people that would want to go in a studio with that gear.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it might work.
Yeah.
Well, so my studio is getting built. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on one of the live streams. We're in the process. And like Friday is my delivery date for all the construction materials for the building itself.
Wow.
Awesome.
So that's coming. It's going to happen. And I have probably at least 50% of the gear I own that I'm only holding on to see if I can find a place for it in studio life. And then if I end up not using it there as well, it's going to get sold and it's going to get all gone because it's not getting used right now. And so I keep saying, well, I might do recordings with it. Well, rubber's going to meet the road real soon. And I got to make some decisions about, is this amp that I love but not using going to need to become some preamps? Or is this going to need to become, microphones and stuff like that?
It goes without saying, mate, because obviously I know you're a guitar guy, but if I can introduce you to anyone in the tech world to help you with that journey, it goes without saying that is an open.
I will be bugging you soon. The initial construction. Did I send you the floor plan? I think I sent you the floor plan.
Cool. Yeah.
The right now there's not much to be done in that way, but once we start to where we're almost done with the addition on the building and we're starting to enclose, and I'm starting to worry about, okay, now where do I drop patch panels? Where am I gonna, especially when I start getting into treating the room and sound and stuff like, there's gonna be a lot of conversations I need to have with a lot of people. So right now I just got to figure out, where's the septic tank going?
Yeah, exciting
Lovely.
stuff. Yeah.
Buy such a troop sheet. Read the Mercury X. I believe it also has the same algorithm as the Chase Bliss CXM 1978, which is a phenomenal sounding reverb.
Not
and it's even cheaper
quite.
too. Look at that. He's got it.
It's
if
not
you're looking
quite.
for an amazing reverb, it's not.
I'm going to mention this. It has most of these algorithms in the Mercury X. I think there's one or two that's in here that are not in the Mercury X. This one is one of those that I'm holding on to because this will become outboard studio gear. That's why I still have this. The Mercury X goes on the pedal board. This goes as outboard gear.
And it's funny because I've done exactly the same with the H90.
Yeah.
The H90 is way too complicated for me to have on a board.
I wouldn't put it on board.
Whereas hooked up via USB and on the desk, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I just looked up the price of the Mercury X and was passed out. Sorry.
It's not a cheap piece of gear, I will tell you. But I will tell you it is the first time that I know something is good if it makes me giddy when I'm playing it. It doesn't happen too often. It's the first reverb pedal I ever got giddy playing. It's the only one. And I've had the Big Sky. I've had all the others. Playing the Mercury X, there was actually one preset specifically because it has on the Mercury X. Where did I put it? I don't know. Look, I literally just had it in my hands. Here it is. It's hiding because it's dark in here. There's the hold modifier button. So one of the presets is this big expansive reverb, but then you press and hold the hold modifier, and it is the coolest thing ever. You can hear the sound shrink into a singularity, into just a single point. And then when you let go of it, it expands back again. It is the most incredible soundscape tool I've ever played. And awesome. That sound alone, I was like, well, that's why this pedal will never go away.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway. Willie says, I'm Glaswegian. Purple burglar alarm. Easy. He's done it.
There you
go. Marvin. Greetings, Marvin. Vincent says, just to add to the Zen Market thing, my son has just picked up some cool synths. Nice.
I can only get so excited, Vincent.
Yeah, me too. It's like Dolby. Willie, it can be Piezo if there's only one Z, sorry. Pizza. Okay.
It can't be Piezo if there's only one Z.
Piezo.
Yes.
It can still be Piezo.
We all know what we mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben, thanks for response, gents. Great show. There we go.
Yeah.
Vincent said, any B offered a Pearson Hyper B for demo? Still waiting on mine. What is a Pearson Hyper B?
No idea.
There we go. I think that tells you everything. Pearson needs to get it out in the social media.
Oh, I just looked at it. Now I know why I don't know what that is.
What is it?
And once again, you didn't even see him type. I'm just saying, just calling it. I don't know.
So I'm gonna describe it. I'm not gonna show you. It looks like it's aluminum. It's a guitar neck.
What?
Aluminium.
It's aluminium. Yeah. It's a guitar neck, pickups, something that looks like a weapon from World of Warcraft that it's all attached to.
Oh,
that has some tuners attached at the base level, like in the crotch of it.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I looked. Now I can't unsee it.
Share it. Go ahead and show it.
Don't. Yes. Okay. I got offered it. They got in contact with me to demo, and I said no.
God.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I go bleach my eyeballs.
Yeah, I couldn't. I just couldn't see. I just couldn't bring myself to do it because it's. What am I going to do with that?
All right, you got curiosity now.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Benny's like, I gotta see it.
I wasn't even going to care, but
it's the wrong one. Anyway.
Anywho, well, Vinny, yes.
Oh dear Christ.
Sorry, Vincent. I think you're on your own there, buddy.
You know what that looks like? That looks like Prince went to the upside down world in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And his guitar came out back like that.
It's if the ooze from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fell on Shredder and Prince at the same time, and that's the instrument he played.
But don't feel bad. We're not knocking it if you ordered one. We're just.
I am. I'm judging you.
Everybody makes fun of the Tyler headstock.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's true. Cloric, hello. Have you guys know something about Godin electric guitars? The Strat style one looks cool and not expensive. Yes. So Godin, they're all built in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canadian. They are great. They've never really sort of, I don't know what it is about Godin.
I think it's because they were known initially as electroacoustics, weren't they?
Yep.
Maybe
and their electroacoustics are brilliant. The thin,
they're really good,
really easy to play, really lovely guitars.
Yeah,
but their solid bodies
serve a purpose.
Really,
serve a purpose as opposed to a great acoustic.
Their solid bodies never really took off.
No, because the
endorsements
are not there. That's what it is.
Yeah,
like nobody's playing, but they make a good guitar, and for the money,
they have got endorsements.
Yeah. No, what I mean is,
I've never heard of them.
Never latch on to anybody like huge.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
They used to make a model that I loved because a buddy of mine played them, and it was the Godin Montreal. They make a new version of the Montreal that's a little, to me, it feels like it's been like gentrified. It's like really boring looking. But the old version was really cool. It had a piezo pickup in it, and a buddy of mine loved them. I think he owned 3 of them because he just did not want to ever be without one. And it was a rad guitar. He played like, I don't know, like crazy fusion funk jazz, and it was just the coolest guitar ever. I love them. They don't make them anymore, but they go for real cheap if you can find them. Don't look on Reverb; they're too expensive on Reverb. But I think
there's always some on the auctions, in the G&H auctions. Always.
Yep. Wilfredo Olivencia. He said, "Can one get clean sound? Can one? Very good English. Can one get clean sounds from EMG SLV pickups? They sound darker as opposed to the SA ones. This is Steve Lukather. They do sound darker. You are right. They are definitely darker than how I remember 81s and SAs. And so I don't know why. I don't know why they are darker. I'm guessing that must be Steve Lukather's.
But you can definitely get cleans out of them. Definitely.
Yeah. But I agree. They are darker. I always, every time I play the Steve Lukather set, I always go to the tone control and go, it's up full.
Yeah.
I think probably initially because the regular standard SAs are so bright that people wanted more of a vintagey sounding pickup, and that's why they created that. I'm assuming because my SAs in the David Gilmour set can be a little bright, until I engage those EQ controls.
Interesting. Vincent, Zen Market delivery time 2 months on a ship.
Okay.
Yeah, I can live with
not
that.
Bad. Yeah.
Jeff, Emerald Guitars offers free shipping on all orders, but then says free standard shipping does not apply to Australia and New Zealand.
That stinks.
Sorry about that one.
Monahan TP suggestions for a dependable super Strat around $1,000 UK USD. So look, what's he got?
So that's what I went to grab. Saw this question coming. This is a Player 2 Stratocaster, made in Mexico. Paul hates these flat jack plates that I use.
Dude, what? Where?
Take my eyes.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I hate
the whole point of having a Strat is to have that.
You turned that into an SG.
No, I hate cup jacks because I use these.
Yes.
And
why use them? Why not just use the other jack?
Because the way I loop the cable through my Strat when I play live, that wears the cable faster because there's more tension because it's at an angle on the straight jack. Whereas with this, when you have a strap on, it loops up like this.
Yeah.
Rather than pulling on the jack.
You can't get the angle jack in a regular plate.
No, because it sits at a weird angle. I'm going to put this guitar down. But Player 2 Stratocaster, buy one used, upgrade the bridge for $120. you're going to stay well under $1,000.
Yeah, great. And those the player strats are great.
You can look at Charvel too.
Cup jack, right angle jack.
Beautiful.
It doesn't sit. It's awful. I hate it.
Is that the specific jack you're using?
I think so, because I use these that have a slightly longer.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, base there.
Yeah,
because this makes it also work for Telecaster cup jacks.
I got you.
Yeah.
Because my Spectraflex fit in the Strat.
You're all wrong. Just use Nitrix.
It says the drummer.
Just use those. Just use the Nitrix that the rest of the world uses.
I use those on my Mogami cables, but I have the right angle on the other side of them. Nitrix.
Keith, any of you chaps heard of or played?
What?
God's Acoustic. Genuinely available from Toman. CWG 235 nearly 5.
I don't even want to search for this.
That's a joke, right? That's got to be a joke.
I tell you what, that's a great video.
If that's real, this is what we talked about last time.
Is real.
People naming companies the wrong thing.
It's his last name.
Yeah, so okay, but still, really?
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah,
so good. You just think, why would you use your last name on the key?
Well,
because not everyone thinks like we do.
James's alley. There's an audio company for like stereo equipment and DACs and all that, and their last name is shit, but it's SCHITT. And when they do their like, when people review it, they're like, look at this piece of shit right here. It sounds fantastic. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But that's like wow. I'm gonna say wow.
But that's why I know this brand. Mike Dawes plays them.
Oh,
the thing is though, and I'm gonna say this probably how it's pronounced in German. It's Kunz, isn't it?
Sure it is. But guess what? Every algorithm that searches whether or not to push your videos or not, or to push your articles, is gonna flag your videos because of both the spelling and the pronunciation.
Yeah, and everyone is going to. Oh yeah, you play that guitar, don't you?
Yeah. Well, it's
must be right.
It's like the amp company KOCH.
Yeah, Cock, yeah.
Cock, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the guitar player from Nashville.
They're pronounced differently. Greg Koch.
He's not from Nashville.
He's not from Nashville. He's from Michigan originally, something like that.
I know this one takes the cake.
Yeah, this one's bad.
It takes something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
No, I haven't heard of them, but yes, you're right. Our friends at Toman do stock them. They look beautiful. I mean, they look absolutely stunning.
Why didn't we do something? We need to go to Toman to do something on that, because that's brilliant.
I mean, hire a bunch of models when you go.
They look absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no one else can see, so let's.
Yeah.
Copy recorder. Something that would elevate a tone.
Sorry, my bad.
Would be a nice tube valve, drive pedal in front. Tube driver, crazy tube circuits, Venus. Another might be a tube power amp with DI out like a Freya PS2A. Nice.
Yeah.
Delta Fit. Willie. I gigged for 25 years straight. My band folded and I took a year off. Was potentially thinking that was it for me. After a year, the itch came back and now I've started a new band.
And
oh, I'm loving it again. He's loving it. There we go. Take a break. I agree.
He's ich liebe dich.
Ich liebe dich.
Yeah, he's loving it.
Yeah. Guitar Hoodlum. He said, hi, Rats. The guitar that Ian Anderson plays is a parlor guitar made by Andrew Manson, a luthier in Devon. Also made guitars for Johnny Marr and many others. Nice.
Manson, as in Manson Guitars, because they're an Exeter.
So there's brothers, isn't there's brothers or cousins? I'm imagining that there's.
I looked it up years ago. Yeah, I knew it was a custom builder. Thank you for that info.
JP Willie, I was the same. I did 13 years out on tour and became a conveyor belt, pure routine. I now do about 3 acoustic gigs a year, and I love them again. Nice. Yeah. I used to nearly fall asleep at gigs, just like playing Poxy Celebration, just going.
I once did fall asleep during a church gig.
Did you?
It was one of those where you're literally just playing diamonds. You're just holding a chord for sometimes 2 or 3 measures. And I hit one chord, and next thing I know, I'm being nudged by the bassist. He's like, to change chords. I had fallen asleep standing up.
Wow. Travis says, "What's up, beautiful gents?" All right, Travis. Hope you're well, mate.
What's up, Travis?
JP, Keith, I think might do. Yes.
Yes.
We will.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should we do the news? What news there is?
Yeah.
There's not a lot, but we'll do it. Let's. Is it that one?
He's going to do the
It
news.
is. It is that one. It's that one there. Okay.
It's hardly a huge update, is it?
No. That's what they talk. Huge up. What the hell? No.
6 beautiful new colors.
Is there any?
I mean, I can't get too excited. So, they're old colors, aren't they? Are they new?
I think are these the new ones? I don't know. So
I mean, I don't know.
That other yellow looked awfully bright. And
they added stoplight colors.
Yeah,
I get that. Red, white, and green. I mean, red, yellow, and green.
Yeah.
I like the yellow. I like the bright yellow.
I don't like any of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the green is kind of cool. It needs a different color pick guard.
Yeah, a taut pick guard on the green would look good.
Yes, sir.
See, that's what I was saying about mine. Like all of them have that white pick guard, so they look. And if you have like a kind of a block color, it looks, I don't know, blah, I guess.
But that's, I don't know, that's a standard sort of Fender.
Awful.
You know, I like white pick guards.
Not a huge update, PRS. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong. I like the white pick guard. I just didn't like it on that color that I have.
I don't think there's a single guitar on the planet that just a stark white pick guard looks good on.
They could have went with a mint color. They would have
mint. Love mint. Yeah.
I love mint. I like just a little, just not that stark white, like a cream color or like a slightly tinted white is fine. But like, I think my brain associates that like bright, like paper white color with like the cheap guitars in the 90s I started with, and they always look cheap because of it.
I agree. Yeah. I think they could have went with parchment. They could have went with something else.
Yeah.
Or do like
so that's that.
Tortoise that always looks cool, like the K line that I have. I love the way that color combo looks. Well, it's like Paul's Silver Sky now. That's what you need, man. A tortoise pickguard on that bad boy.
On this?
Yeah, on yours. No, not on that.
Oh, I see it.
Whatever the hell. What is that real?
What the hell is that?
So it's some Russian luthier has built a Les Paul out of donuts.
I do like donuts,
honestly. Though. Yeah, you used to be a copper, of course. You used to be a policeman. Of course, you like donuts. No. It's I mean,
is this like you put donuts and then covered them in epoxy? Is an epoxy guitar?
I think so. I think.
Do you remember the guy that made like guitars out of like colored pencils or
Legos?
Yeah, like why?
Just and the guy who did it out of ramen noodles. That was my favorite.
Yeah.
It's a waste of ramen noodles.
That's got to be fake donuts.
No, it's probably real donuts. It is probably real donuts.
That's disgusting.
And in 3 years' time, that guitar will stink.
No, it won't, because it's covered. If it's covered in resin,
if it's covered in if it's covered in
they've already oxidized. That collar is not going to last.
I thought as soon as you put something in epoxy, it's pretty much
it's still if it's been out in the world, it's still hit oxygen. Therefore, it's going to oxidize.
Yeah, but at least all the smell will stay inside the epoxy as long as you never break it open. 20 donuts, real 20 donuts. Oh, he's the same guy who did the McDonald's French fries guitar.
Oh.
Yeah, could be. So they are. Sorry, guys. That is the news. It's summer and everyone's away.
I'll give you a different news article then, because it started bouncing around. There's this new guitar exhibit that's going to be at the Met in New York from this private collector. I should have sent you an article before so we could talk about this. But so essentially, it's this money guy. He's got a ton of money because his parents did a thing and he inherited it, but he's like guitar guy, loves guitars, also stock market. And then another guy who like just bought and sold guitars for years, knows guitars, and they've built this collection together of some of the most iconic guitars. Nobody knows even how many guitars he has in the collection. No one's ever seen it. But he's got things like I think he has the Arlo Guthrie guitar, this machine kills fascists that he wrote all over it. He's got a bunch of other like well-known guitars, but mostly he's all about buying the history of guitar. He doesn't care about the player as much as having some of the iconic examples. And so there's going to be this big exhibit at the Met. It may already be there, part of it anyway. But like, this is the guy whose collection they discovered the Keith burst in. He had the Keith Richards burst that was lost for decades.
Right.
Wow. He's had it. And so it's back out there. It was discovered literally weeks ago when they announced this collection exhibiting. Which feels a little problematic considering it was a stolen guitar that has now shown back up in somebody's private collection. I don't know. Maybe they worked that out with Keith and whatnot, but it's going to be an extremely cool exhibit at the Met. It's weird that the Met there was a big New Yorker article on it. I read literally this morning. It's weird for the Met to do this because it's pretty much the only 20th century instruments the Met has ever displayed or put in an exhibit. They're real snooty about this. Like the Met owns 3 Stradivarius violins. They own the first piano ever built as part of their collection.
Could be that he paid some massive sum on if it was an alleged stolen guitar.
He could have
paid such a massive sum for it that the person who wants it back has to pay the person what they shelled out for it. So
does that happen?
Oh yeah. So and sometimes those people are not going to pay for it. They're not going to buy it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially if he bought it not knowing it was stolen. I think you have to make them whole for it.
Yeah, that's why like in Florida, if you go trade your guitar in a Guitar Center, that guitar is supposed to sit for 30 days. And what happens is the local law enforcement agency comes and they do like what they call pawn slips, and they run every article through the system to see if it's stolen. If the person never reported it stolen at that time, it doesn't come up stolen. It's in the clear, and then they sell it. So let's say you go to Guitar Center, now you buy it for $800, and now that person reports it stolen because now they have the serial number or whatever, and somehow it gets found out that this person has it. It's incumbent upon the victim to be able to reimburse the person what they paid for it to get it back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't have that here. It basically if it's stolen, it's stolen. And my understanding is stolen property is stolen property.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it can be even more complicated when insurance is involved. If insurance pays you out the value of something and then it's recovered, there's a possibility of you owing the insurance company the money they paid you out.
Yeah, that is if you get paid out, the insurance company would take the instrument or the car or whatever in lieu, and then they then sell it. So because you sign once you've taken your payout, you sign a waiver to say that there's all sorts of stuff that's different between the US and the UK on that front.
Yeah, it's complicated. That's all to say. It is complicated.
Seek legal advice would be my for your area. So
Boris, guys, please include information which cab was used to your commercial profiles description, unless I'm blind, and it is there. Cheers. Well, it depends on what format the profiles are coming on. So if it's Tonex, it is included inside of Tonex. Inside the thing. So the thing is, it's like if you're going to do that for everything, say you've got an amp and then you're changing the cabs inside those captures. So for instance, you're going like, I've got this Amplified Nation Trem Deluxe, and then you put it with a Marshall cab, and then you put it with, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. So if you think about it, does it matter to you if, like, for instance, I might have a preference or a what's the word? I might have a preference and think that a bias that I only like 2x12 cabs. And then, I might plug in, I might hear a capture or I might hear something and it's a 1x12 cab and I go, but I really like that. So if it sounds good, it sounds good as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't really matter what cab it's in.
But the fact that all my captures are done through my Marshall 4x12 because it is mic'd up permanently with the rig that we use for capturing. I think I've called it the TSR 4x12 on all the captures I do because that's the one I use.
Yeah, I mean sometimes we even use like IRs and that sort of stuff. Depends what sounds good on the thing. But anyway,
yeah. So I think
cheers, Boris. Thanks for your
Tonex. We do declare it on every single capture what cab's used.
Graham, the main thing that frustrates me about gigging is when I do covers gig, very drunk people trying to hold a conversation with me or slobbering requests while I'm seeing playing. It's true, that horrible sort of slobbery in your ear.
I go, no, bye. I'm busy.
Graham, I have the best solve for this. For drunk people that are talking to you when you're not drunk, is you start talking to them about your day job, and that what you do is you sell couch insurance, and then go and start talking about microfiber and all the different leathers that you guys protect and the spray and all that stuff. They will walk away. Kind of like when James talked about Atmos and James wants and then Paul wants to leave. It's the same thing. It works like a charm. I've used it so many times I can't tell you. And I'm like, oh yeah, we work on suede and we have like this stain resistor spray that we put on and blah, blah, and then just they leave. They just go.
It doesn't help if you're trying to sing and play at the same time.
No,
well, yeah, I guess.
I just yeah.
Could be called 64. Question for Jovi, more drum related. If you were kitting out a studio with say two to three kits.
Oh, he finishes it further down.
There we go.
Different sizes. Oh God, sizes was what we choose. This is like okay. So there's at this point there's 81 people watching.
Right. Okay.
I'll tell you how many after.
Right. This will take.
You've lost one already.
This will take 2 minutes to answer. Not even that.
Oh, God.
You need two kits, a vintage sounding one and a modern sounding one. Try the drum kits. I mean, I have a particular penchant for Sonar for my modern sound and Gretsch round badge for my vintage sound. That would be enough for any studio. Maybe 3 or 4 snare drums. Job done.
Yep.
There you go.
That wasn't so bad.
Oh. Sorry, I started,
he's done.
Finding things to pick. Awesome. I'm only messing about. The only way to stop that is to know your audience and play a set that holds their attention for every song. Easy said. Yeah, but drunk people is different. Drunk people, because you get people that even come up to you asking you how to play something, and it isn't just about wowing them with great songs and stuff. It's drunk people are drunk.
I did a DJ gig the other night, and genuinely, I won't say the sort of wedding it was for the sort of people it was, but I genuinely felt for my life. I thought I was in mortal danger of not making it out alive. And this guy came up to me, and I won't do the accent because that would give away the sort of. And this guy said, "The groom wants me to do my drum and bass MC set," and I went, "Really sorry, sir, we don't do that." I was with a sax player. And he went, "No, but the groom wants it." I said, "I'm really sorry, sir, we don't do that." And then he said, "But the groom wants it." I said, "Well, the groom will have to come and ask me, and I will still tell him, I'm really sorry, we don't do that." And the third time, he kind of got the gist. Then the groom came up to me and went, he was absolutely blotto, could barely stand up, let alone speak. And I went, "Go and see your wife. She's fine." It's one of those sort of scenarios. Just be firm but pleasant with people.
Yep.
Bless them. Bicep Trucci, James, I'm stealing that phrase, properly gooey, and trying to tell my wife tonight. It's true. It's the wrong word. Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well,
Oh, Vincent, I sometimes just want to look at my gear acquisitions because they give me pleasure, but most are if I have to sell, I would.
Yeah.
Sometimes want to look at my gear. Yeah.
A large chunk of what we do is owning things because we want to own them. And if you can afford it, there is nothing wrong with that. But for God's sake, don't put yourself in hock for gear. It ain't worth it.
Hold on. How come we talked about drums and the viewers have gone up?
Yeah.
Because drums are awesome. I don't know if anybody told you this, Paul, but drums are awesome.
James, you know what's funny? I had that conversation this morning with a buddy of mine about guitars. Like the ones that I regret selling has nothing to do with how they played or me playing them. It was the acquisition of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty sad that like my main guitar, I shouldn't say it's sad, but it's the JTG. It's one of the cheapest guitars in the entire herd, or all the boutique stuff that I have, or whatever you want to call it. And I play that guitar more than I play anything else.
Yep.
Paul will tell you it's the thrill of the chase.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
I love finding a deal. Looking for that Crouster too. You're waiting for that Crouster 2 to pop up.
Yeah.
He'll have one. He'll have one in 2 weeks.
Next week. No, next week. He'll be showing one next week.
Great. Well, the gold top's gone, so it's yes. Graham, JP, that doesn't always work in Scottish pubs on a Friday night. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
JP. Oh, been there, done that here. Oh.
Yeah.
Jamie, I can highly recommend having a music room studio if possible. I had no better experience in music than sitting in the sweet spot in a well-treated and set-up room and putting on my favorite music. Lovely.
Yeah.
Indeed. I'm sat in my sweet spot.
Yeah. My room does. My new space will have a sweet spot. We'll talk in a year and see if it's finished by then.
How many speakers are you putting in for your Atmos rig?
Oh God, he said it. He said it.
And the numbers went up.
We're gonna. That's a delayed reaction. They haven't heard what you said yet.
Yeah,
it's
gone down. It's just gone down. There we go.
It's gonna start with just the 2 for now. I'm just gonna stick with left and right rig.
Lovely, mate. That's the only way to do it. We've only got 2 ears. Steve, hello, mate. It's Steve Cassidy guitar. He says belated. Hello, Rats. Axe. And
Steve, I need you to decide which channel you're commenting from. Steve Cassidy or Casa de Guitar?
Cassidy, Steve. Hey.
Vincent, he said no props, guys. Got many odd guitars in the collection. It will become a classic. I think we're probably talking about the Pearson.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry. Yeah,
we can't even read this one.
Yes, we can. It's German pronunciation.
I want Kuntz for my collection.
There you go.
Great name for a band. It's a good name for a band.
Kuntz for my collection's a great album title.
It is certainly a title.
6 on the Kuntz. Be good. I'm doing my best to say it in that way. Buddy, hello, mate.
What's up, buddy?
How are you, sir?
Blues.
How you doing, mate? He said, look at all these gentlemen. Cheers, mates. Good to see you, mate. Jeff Cook, if Kuntz guitars had the name prominently displayed on the headstock, I'd buy one just for that. Yeah, it's tempting, isn't it?
I think you're probably right.
Yeah. Jeff, Willie's always on the lookout for one too. Willie and Kuntz. It's true. Guitar or the player, i.e. Greeny or Moore?
More.
So what we ask him?
I'm trying to figure out the question.
In other words, is it the guitar that makes the player? Is it the player that makes the guitar kind of
player?
Thing?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Player every time. Gary Moore could play a Squire Strat and it would have sounded.
I remember when Gary was playing a Strat and was demoing Boss pedals back in like the 80s and on videos, and it was awesome.
That Les Paul wouldn't mean anything more than any other Les Paul if Gary Moore had not played it.
Right. It'd be on reverb for like
$3
grand.
Well, it'd still be on there. Well, it'd still be up there. Well, the original would still sell for crazy money, but yeah.
There's a great clip on YouTube of Gary Moore on English Kids TV.
What?
Showing off some guitars. He's going, yeah, I've got about 200 guitars now, and they come on tour. And this one, and then Neil Buchanan, the guy from Art Attack, that'll mean nothing to you guys, goes, "What that red one? The red one. What about the red one? Oh, that's a Strat. It plays like it." And he goes, and you just go, if I'd seen this as a kid, I'd have been like, "Oh my god, I must do that."
Also, there's the reminder that to me, I know everybody thinks of Gary Moore. I think of Peter Green. Because I think of Peter Green, Fleetwood Mac era.
Yeah.
Greeny, there is a reason it's called Greeny, for God's sake.
Yeah.
So
I still don't think Peter Green made it sound
Turkey.
I don't think Peter Green made it sound as good as Gary Moore did, in my opinion.
just different. It's just very different.
Different.
Just very different player.
I love that trio era of Fleetwood Mac so much.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. It's funny because my wife and I are both major Fleetwood Mac fans for very different eras of the band.
Yeah. I can't think of another band that has been through such genre changing lineup changes.
Yeah, and kept the same name. There have been some bands that they had to change the name because they changed so much. But Fleetwood Mac,
various Jeffersons, Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship.
Right, that was who I was thinking.
Yeah, and you couldn't put Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starship in the same catalog.
You couldn't put them on the same bill.
No. Whereas Fleetwood Mac are properly two bands joined by the same name, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Vincent, talking guitars and colors, is it red or sunset in the is it red or sunset in the summer evening glow? Nearly as bad as Ibanez names. Oh God, is there a color? Sunset in the summer evening glow. That's not a color name, is it?
I've got to look now.
That's worse than Ibanez.
That's terrible.
No, Ibanez would just call it R685 Summer Burst Red.
Well, they do have like desert yellow. They have all the old colors like was it Loch Ness green or whatever it is.
Yeah,
I could not find a guitar with that color. So
Monahan TP avoided Floyd Rose bridges for years. Now considering a Charvel, EVH, etc. Any versions of the licensed version to avoid or to search for? I think the Charlotte version is the one to go for, isn't it?
If you don't want the Floyd and you're cool with the hardtail, they just came out with the Wolfgang hardtail again, even though it's got the fine adjusters on the back tailpiece. It's in a oxblood red color that just came out, and that looks kind of cool. And then the Charvels you can get with a Goto 510 bridge on it if you don't want a Floyd.
If you suddenly want a Floyd, the only licensed you need to see a licensed therapist first and figure out what trauma you're trying to heal by bringing pain into your life.
I agree. I hate them. But some people really like them.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, the Shuller one, I think, is the one to go for, as far as I've been told.
Yeah, I think, what is it? The 1000 bridge is like the standard that you get on the sub $1,000 guitars, and a lot of the metal is like softer. It's not like machined. It's more like casted metal. That's the differences.
One of the best Floyd Rose setup jobs Paul and I saw was at that guitar event in January where they were doing the setups, and this guy basically at the what was the place called? The guitar company we went to on the last day.
Luxtone.
Luxtone, the Luxtone event, and there was a guy setting up I've never seen a Floyd Rose set up from scratch in about 4 minutes. And that guitar went, and he was all over it, and it was like bang, straight back in tune. It was awesome. It was like
I can tell you that I have noticed when I had I just sold that hot pink Friedman with the Floyd that was on there. And that was a better Floyd, right? But I noticed that trem chatters feel different once you get it set up right. Then like to a Goto 510 or something, 2-point regular 2-point trem. Like even on the Ibanez Edge tremolo, when you do the trem chatter, it feels like, and it sounds stupid, but it feels like it chatters for a longer amount of time than on a regular non-locking 2-point tremolo. I don't know why that phenomenon occurs. It just feels more springy, and there's more of like a sustained action of that. If that makes
I think it's heavier. I think it's heavier. That's why it probably has more motion.
Yeah.
We've
I
got
wonder if it also has something to do with the strings being locked on the other end, and the strings not being able to travel back and forth through the nut. Because that would take some energy away, I would imagine. I'm not a scientist, but I would assume. The only thing I would need here, if somebody wants to send me on a headless guitar company that has no head where they lock the strings on the end, try that. But
if you fret, but then if you fret a note on a 2-point, Goto 510, and then you flick it to get a chatter, that would be the same, wouldn't it? It's only when it's in an open position that it's like that. So it shouldn't be.
Yeah, but all those other strings are still tied to that bridge. You know, you might be
Oh, I
muting them.
see.
You know what I mean? You might be muting them, but I think I don't know.
Yeah. I think probably weight.
Yeah. At this point.
Oh, Travis, thanks, mate. He said, sold my Gretsch building an MGT telly. Very nice.
Nice.
Mate. Thank you very much for
Travis was in my Instagram live stream the other day, and he was talking about selling his Gretsch to get something different. So yeah, happy for you, buddy.
Yeah, well done, Travis.
And also at this point, we should do this.
Plexico. Well, still no women like the Relics. Cheers, Plexico.
Well, they're definitely not speaking up now if they are there.
Vincent, drum reply nearly as short as World War II sub commander subsighted sank same. Subsighted sank same.
Yeah, I think it's a. We're men of few words.
I see. I'm only pissing around with him with his drum kits and stuff. LA Guitar Lee. He says my fractal T-shirt arrived. Still doesn't fit. I'm a fat git. What size did you get? I'm seeing Lee tomorrow. I've got to pop over there. Can't be called a 64. Thanks, Jarvie. Drummers are to the point. Good to know I'm on the same page. Though other way around, a Sonar Vintage and a Gretsch Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I started gassing for heavy kit. A Tama Star Classic.
Again, Tama Star Classic. Awesome drums. If you can get the Birch Bubinga one, because it sounds amazing and is a great studio drum kit.
Yeah, I will eventually, when the studio's running at some point, hopefully the studio will pay for it at some point by bringing folks in. I'll need a vintage sounding kit. My DW kit's kind of modern sounding. So
I borrowed a Gretsch round badge, and that's the kit I want to get, but I want the right one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too, which means one I can afford.
Gasardi, crying emoji.
Glary Moore.
Glary Moore. Very good. Vincent, on the Lamb. Great YouTube channel. He's displaying a shit guitar.
Oh.
On the Lamb.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with that channel, so
he pops up in here on occasion in the live.
Oh, Lamb, as in yes.
Yeah.
LA Guitar Lee says Kurt Hammett plays that greenie now, and it just sounds like Kurt Hammett. Agreed.
He's right.
And Kurt broke the headstock.
Kurt actually broke the headstock.
So he told the story. I can't remember on what video. It may have been on the Gibson collection video. He talked about he was playing it and he leaned it up against a desk and knocked it over. Now, it had the headstock not broken off, but had it cracked before. So this is the second time it's had a crack in the headstock repaired. So, yeah, he definitely, not long after he got it.
Wow. Oh, that'd be gutting, wouldn't it? The amount he spent on that as well.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you the volute on this.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's got some angle, isn't it, on that as well? It's like the opposite of your Strat, James.
My Strat goes that way.
Yeah.
You can't see the bend. It's got such a bend in that.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Banana stock.
Hey, it stays in tune and it holds me down in a storm.
Yeah, exactly.
The Satriani Ibanez has got a straight headstock.
Has it?
And that's why it's got the
string trees,
the retainer bar on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. And the radius is more like a Strat because it's what it is. And it's even got shims in the saddles on the Floyd on the edge to make that radius.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
James, I once made a joke. I saw a listing here locally and I shared it with some friends. It was a PV. I think it might have been a 415 cabinet.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Insane.
415.
And, 415. And there's a couple of companies who make 415s, 4x15s. And I joked that I noticed that the picture was in a trailer home, and so I was like, if he sells it, what's going to hold his house down in the tornado? That's what I want to know.
Wow.
So I've lent a load of amps to my buddy who's got the studio up the road from me, and I said I'd lend him the Ampeg head because he's got an Ampeg 8x10, and I went, that is the combination that amp was built to drive. Oh,
ridiculous! Such a ridiculous.
Sounds so
thing.
good.
Lee says, "Yep, life's too short to drive Mondeos and play Floyd Roses." It's true. Mondeo is like. Did you have Mondeos?
No.
They have, it's a cheap Ford.
Okay.
Yeah. You definitely had the version of the Ford Mondeo that I can't remember what you guys called it, but
yeah.
Jeff Cook, I have a yellow Kinman Icon Strat style guitar. Chris Kinman insists that the color is love over gold.
Oh, it's the Ford Fusion, by the way, Vinny, is what they're talking about.
Yeah. Moving swiftly on from that name.
Yeah.
Plexico, he said, thank you very much, mate. He said, can you be a successful musician without successful wife, lady friend, or other way? Yes. It's a good question. If he's being serious, yes. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there is the standard. I mean, there's the obvious joke that goes, behind every successful musician, there is a successful donor.
Yeah.
Or there's also the standard joke that was actually quite accurate in my case for a while. What do you call a drummer without a girlfriend? Homeless.
I
Yeah.
never heard that before. That's awesome.
Or the super classic. I'm going to keep going to these. Did you hear about the bassist that locked his keys in his car? Yeah, it took him an hour and a half to get the drummer out of the back.
There's what do you say to an out of work bass player?
I don't know.
I'll have fries with that.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
Let's go. There we go. Boom.
6-string singer says Gary Moore playing Red House at the Strat concert. He absolutely played the hell out of his Red 63. Best Strat performance forever.
Yeah.
For me forever. Yeah.
Amen to that.
It was. Guitar Hoodlum. Originally it was called Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, but Peter asked to remove his name so the band could continue with Fleetwood Mac. Great guy, Peter.
Yeah.
I had one of Pete's guitars at one point.
He asked for it back.
What an idiot. Yeah, what an idiot I was. Jonathan McCulloch. Hi, gents. And all in the house this evening. Just turned on and heard the Fleetwood Mac conversation and would also include Toto. Many changes in personnel and style throughout the years. Good health. Still the same style of music.
They still play Hold the Line, which was their first hit. They still play Rosanna off Toto 4 in Africa. I would argue that I don't think Fleetwood Mac, as is, the Fleetwood Mac Mark II, play Albatross at their gigs.
Right. It's not the same thing. It's not the same band at all. Like, Toto kept playing. It's like saying Skynyrd, which is basically a tribute band at this point that gets to go by the name, is saying it's different bands, but they still play the same music. Fleetwood Mac has a period where this music stopped being played.
They were a blues band and became arguably one of the best pop rock bands in history.
Exactly. It's like saying, like, if you wanted to have the conversation Earth versus Black Sabbath, it's a very different conversation at that point.
Yeah.
It's almost like when Rush Presto came out. I thought that was when Rush album Presto came out.
Rush.
The band Rush. When the album Presto came out, it didn't sound like their normal type of album. It was very, how do you say, commercial, more like chilled out poppy kind of type of thing.
What's interesting though is it's really funny when sometimes a band has a hit and that hit is not like anything else they play. For example, More Than Words, Extreme.
Yeah.
Extreme are not an acoustic band. They're a proper metal funk rock band, and yet their biggest, most famous song is More Than Words. Mr. Big.
Yeah.
Is the other one.
Just to be with you.
Yeah. To a certain point, I put the Eagles in there as well because Hotel California, I don't think sounds like any other Eagles songs. If I'm honest,
you mean the classic rock, country rock band with the reggae tune as their biggest hit?
Yeah. It's amazing. But Extreme is the one I always quote on that because it's so away from their will.
You know what's funny? I never got into Extreme because of that song. you know what I mean? They played that crap on MTV endlessly, nonstop, and I couldn't handle. I couldn't take it.
And for anyone screaming at their screen, by the way, I don't mean Hotel California's a reggae song, but it's got a reggae guitar part.
Yeah, definitely.
Vincent said, if you had to design a bare bones guitar as a player, what would you suggest? What don't you need to make it fun? If you had to design a bare bones guitar as a player, what would you suggest? What don't you need to make it fun?
One pickup, one volume control, great chunky neck, light.
No, yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
One pickup, somewhere near
a Telecaster. I would design a Telecaster.
Yeah.
Telecaster.
Leo kind of got it right first time out, didn't he? Really?
Didn't he just? He did. Still the most versatile, best-selling guitar ever.
Yeah.
People got mad at me for saying that.
Yeah, no, it's just true though. Monahan, thanks for the Floyd input. Still dislike Floyd's, but need one with a trem that holds tune well. All my guitars are fixed bridges. Still got a stale around 1K. Yeah, the 510, the Goto 510 is stays perfectly in tune.
So Monahan, this still in tune. This is the Goto 510 on a Player 2 Strat. I can't make this guitar go out of tune. And I've got it set floating so that I can.
The other option is a Vega trem. If you want the Floyd, if you want the Floyd trem, if you want the Floyd up and down ability, and to stay in tune, the Vega trem.
Yeah, I mean, you can go up further on the Vega than I can on this because obviously there's a point where the float hits the body.
Yeah.
Either one, the Vega is about 2-3 times as expensive as the Goto 510. But if you need that, if you want that pull, you're going to need it. But I am a huge believer now that I've got this one. I had to get one in my hands in these Player 2 Fenders. I think they're some of the best guitars they've made at a great price point. I think you can find them new for like $699.
Wow.
And maybe even cheaper. And the Goto cost me $120. And it was the hardest part was pulling the mounts. You've got to pull the thimbles that are the mounts. That was it. That was the hard part. And then everything else was a 1-to-1 replacement.
Yeah.
Cool.
Brilliant. Vincent, at what age did you really get interested in music, guitar, drums?
I was 7.
Teens, 13 for me.
I was 16.
I played drums at 5, but we lived in an apartment, so they wouldn't buy me drums. And then I started guitar when I think I was 12 with an acoustic and then quit. And then 14 seriously when I started listening to King Diamond and Iron Maiden.
I was too busy playing football and baseball to get into music until I was an older teen.
And I still can't play. So it's cool. It's all right.
You play great. Doesn't know what you're playing. Graham, apparently Green's headstock got broken on the boot of the guitar when Gary Moore had it and was in a crash.
That was the first. Yeah, that was the first break.
Yeah.
I'm serious, says Plexico. What did he say?
Serious,
can he be successful? Yeah. I definitely think you can be successful.
Oh, can I say something about HSH?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I never buy an HSH guitar usually. And this is the first Ibanez I've actually owned, I think probably 30 years, maybe something like that. I like this idea now. I never thought because it always looks like just like a lot of stuff happening. But I really like the fact that you can get an almost Stratty position 2 and a position 4 on an HSH. That's what I like about it. I think that's really cool. You know, and plus get the center and still get your full humbuckers.
My very first electric guitar I ever owned was a Jackson HSH with a Floyd Rose.
Yeah. You know, I never look. I don't like the look of it. It looks like it's a lot of stuff there in the way, but it really isn't. But yeah, I just don't know about these gears.
I like it, but I like it.
I'm not surprised James likes it.
The pickup covers on the wood pick guard are such a weird.
It's a lot going on, right? I think what they were going for was this wood meets metal kind of, what do you call it, industrial thing going on?
Yeah.
Like design wise. I don't know. I'm not Steve Vai, but you know, whatever.
It's steampunk and
Also, I wanted to mention too, I forgot to tell you guys before, is that usually on a Floyd, you got your locking adjustments on the back where you hit the key and it always like rubs against stuff. You got to worry about damaging it. They're on the back of the saddle housing here.
That's smart. I like that a lot.
Very, very smart design, I think. I don't.
Yeah.
There you go.
Much better.
Yeah.
Nice. Much better. Much better. Lee from LA Guitar says bass player was so depressed about his bad timing that he threw himself behind a train. Very good. Very good. Just use a Vegatron, says OK Live. May I argue my point? You may.
And he does.
Gordon 64 Genesis for a band like that. Early on, it was something else. That's true.
That's a good point. Genesis was another band. Totally changed.
Yeah. Because Peter Gabriel was jumping out in front with like a chicken outfit, and they're like, "What is this?" They're like, "What is this cat doing?" Like,
did he do?
You could also argue that with Pink Floyd as well.
Yeah.
Early Sid Barrett Floyd is not the same band as Dave Gilmour Floyd.
Totally different band.
Yeah, Peter Gabriel was trying to tell stories, and he was wearing costumes on stage and painting his face and all kinds of stuff, and they were just like
jumping out as a pink rabbit.
Yeah, what the hell? You know?
Oh, right.
But Peter became so successful doing his own thing, telling stories. I mean, the guy's awesome. Yeah. What an awesome musician.
Yeah, absolutely. Lee says, go to 510, amazing trim.
It is. I'm a big believer in them at this point.
Jonathan says, Toto, I would agree, currently are playing the hits from the library. However, having followed them since the early 80s, I've seen many different styles, including reggae, pure jazz, flamenco, fusion, blues.
They are, but I think Steve Lukather would even now say that they are a Toto tribute band because it's only him.
Yeah.
Right.
Now.
It's only him now?
Joseph Williams has quit touring. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a short list of amazing LA session players who he plays with, but you know, it's basically Steve Lukather and friends.
David Page isn't even doing it anymore.
Hasn't done it for years. He quit touring years ago.
My favorite album from them is Kingdom of Desire.
It's an amazing album.
That is a great album. If you guys are watching, you haven't heard that album, go listen to that. Even the opening track is just awesome. It's almost like a Lukather solo album. Like it sounds more like that stuff. I think Tambu is one of my favorite.
The first album they did with Simon Phillips as well is just amazing.
Jonathan, totally agree with your Fleetwood Mac point of just throwing it out there. Please don't bite my head off. No,
no, I like the conversation personally.
It's a great conversation. Yeah. Something new for a change.
6-string. Anyone fancy a resonator? Just started gassing on one. The song blues thing sounds very good. Oh, that's a good point actually. How much are what's the Ariel Posen guitar that you've got?
The Mule.
The Mule. How much are they normally?
So I have the Mule Caster, the single cut Tele style one. I also have one of the Mavis, which is their thin bodied resonator electrics. There you go. I love a resonator. I did just sell one of my small parlor body sized resonators, just because I don't play it and I wanted to get that, onto somebody else's hands. But I think if there's a company called Republic that makes resonators that I really love, I'd recommend starting there. They're a little better quality than some of the low end, like Recording King stuff. They're still imported, but they're imported and then quality checked and set up here in the US. So they tend to sell quickly. I've had a couple of them. The one I sold literally yesterday was a Republic. Mine that I still play live as a Republic. I do want a mule at some point though, but they're very expensive, 3 to 4K.
This
is 4K, yeah, because there's one that's come up. There's one that's come up on eBay for Mulecaster for 2.6, I think it is.
So that's about right for a Mulecaster. They're very different guitars.
Are they?
So just give you a heads up because I happen to have mine right there. They play very different than you're used to.
Oh, do they?
I also think they just sound better in baritone.
Do they? They're so flat. Yeah, it looks like a really flat board on that.
Yeah, really flat board. It's got a very like thick V neck.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I love them a lot. I've had 2 of these. One I got in a trade and I just sold it because that was the point, right? I was trying to sell things. I knew that I could sell the thing I was being offered. This one I actually ordered, spec'd out myself. I've had it in standard and in baritone tuning. I just like the way it sounds in baritone more.
Okay.
But
go on, James.
This thing is made by a company called Lightning, who still do make them in the UK. And it's awesome. I picked this up at the auctions and it's an absolute beauty. I don't think, for a guitar that is clearly secondhand, it has never been, there's not a ding on it.
Yeah, that was a piece of furniture.
It's beautiful. It was set up for slide and I could barely get my fingers down on the frets.
I think what you mean is the model is called Lightning by Michael Messer.
That's the one. Yes, that's the one. Yes, I missed that top bit. But these are still available and it's awesome. I mean, it's a weighty thing, but it's made of steel.
Oh, yeah, it's made of steel. Of course it is.
But it sounds great and it records really well because we did it the
other day.
Lovely
thing, that. Yeah. Lovely thing.
Where did we get to? We got to about there somewhere. Boom. Yes, there we go.
Vincent says, I only picked up my interest in guitar playing during COVID. I wonder how many guitar players have come out of that experience. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, loads, yeah. Right, let's get through these because it's quarter past. Could recorder, yes. I was actually thinking Pink Floyd as I wrote it. Second album was kind of a transition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Already more Gilbert. Lee says Toto, 7th one, pure brilliance.
Again, yeah.
Vince says, sorry, I didn't start in the mid-70s for a few years. I did start in the mid-70s for a few years.
That tracks.
Vice Ritchie, actually, Joseph Williams is singing touring with Toto still.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just Luke and Joseph are the only original guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even sure that...
Joseph Williams wasn't original.
Yeah, he's not original.
He was 80s Toto.
Monahan TP, go 510, play 2 Strat. I'll look more into that combo. Thanks so much, guys.
Yep.
Jonathan, if you haven't switched off by now, lol, a quick point that I keep hearing many players do that drives me nuts. That is easily fixed. The nervous quick vibrato. Paul, please do a quick 10-minute upload. What's that? The horrible type thing. Yeah,
I think there's a place for it. I think there's a place for that style vibrato. But you got to know
as long as it's even.
Yeah,
as long as it's even, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's a place where it's used for sort of an emphasis on something, but you've got to be able to not do it as well. Some people, that's just their vibrato, and it reminds me of, and I'm not going to call them out, and not just because I don't want to name names, but there was all my friends took vocal lessons as a kid, and I'd go to as a teenager, and I'd go to their recitals, and there was this one young lady who had the worst vibrato I've ever heard in my entire life. It was hyper fast. It sounded terrible, and her eyes would flutter at the same speed as her vibrato. And that's what I think of with that vibrato. I'm like, there's a place for it, but you need to be really judicious on when you use it.
I did work with a singer once who had the world's worst jaw vibrato. And it was like that. It was just
that was just the Whitney thing. That was all just copying Whitney. That was just weird, wasn't it, when that even happened? Vice Trucci, what's up, brother?
What's up?
The mosquito.
Yes, they're talking amongst themselves.
Yeah.
This one. SRW Victory MK Overdrive 100 watt. Any thoughts? Sounds amazing. 5499. I think it does sound good. I think you need to make sure that is the amp you definitely want, because I don't think the resale value will be as if you bought something like a 2-Rock, which is same sort of amp. Jonathan McCulloch, James, that guitar looks like loads of fun. Definitely play bluegrass.
It definitely is.
James, is that Resonator made still, or is it Bell Brass?
Oh, I don't know. Phil is typing.
It's nickel plated brass.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Also, it probably actually would not be very good for bluegrass. Because I believe that's a biscuit resonator cone. Biscuit is really barky and mid-heavy, so it's really good for blues. Bluegrass prefers the spider cone, which has a very different sound to the resonator.
Now, knowing me as you do, other than the fact that it came up and I thought it was a cool thing for the studio, why did I buy this guitar? I want to learn to play one song on it.
Oh, see, as a blues player, none of the songs I would want to learn on it seem to make sense for you. So
I want to learn one song on it.
What is
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, that makes sense. I also want to learn to play that song because I want to cover it real bad.
Fabulous song.
That's why I said original.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basil, I tell people all the time, your vibrato is bad and you should feel bad. Wow. Vincent, fire, save your guitar. It's got to function as all-rounder.
I think he's saying there's a fire. What guitar are you saving? Because it's got to function as an all-rounder.
Oh, Telecaster.
Yeah. It's going to be my Telecaster or my 335. It's going to be one of those.
I think it's going to be the Schecter, because it's one of the best guitars I own.
Yeah.
JK.
Indeed.
Justin, is 3,000 plugins too many for my daughter? Yes.
At the same time, yes.
you need 20 tops.
Absolutely. Travis, this might be for next week, but what is everyone's influence for becoming a musician? Shall we do that next week? Because it's
Let's do it next week.
It is after.
That's right, Travis.
Yeah,
get in early, Travis, and I will answer that. We'll answer that first.
So we've got 2 features for tonight, and I haven't done a sting for the first one because I haven't got around to it. So we're going to just simply call it "Stupid Listing of the Week."
Oh my gosh!
This is an eBay listing for Geezer Butlers, who is Ozzy's bass player, for his plectrum that was on the Back to the Beginning tour, and it's £1,791, 68 pence.
The bargain.
James, the stinger. Don't use that same stinger. It's the I'm sorry. Are you drunk? Because I've seen some listings where I'm like, you are obviously drunk. Like I saw someone the other day trying to sell a Les Paul Studio for $3,000.
It's absolutely bonkers. That anyway. Shall we do the?
And most importantly. Stupid comment of the week. This has got to be one of my favorites of all time.
So it was the Relicing of PRS Silver Sky and Other Shenanigans video. He said, nice video, though I think you should have gone with a colour that seems less PRS Silver Sky, Lake Placid Blue or Purple Metallic maybe. And I said, it is Lake Placid Blue.
And that was... Stupid comment of the week.
Yeah.
So
mildly in his defense, Paul, it does have this like almost green like hue in some lights.
I agree.
Yeah.
It has got a green. Apparently it's vintage Lake Placid Blue, but yes.
Yeah.
I think mine's like the same color.
Yeah. Crack more.
Yeah. Craziness.
There we go. It's almost the same color.
Yeah.
It's like Placid Blue.
Yeah.
See,
Paul, yours needs that guard, that brown torque guard.
It does, man. I think.
I don't know how long I'm going to be holding on to this. I don't know if it was just a project or if it was just.
So they
just
put a hit out on.
It'll be fine.
Hit out for you, and now you're getting rid of the evidence. I see.
Yeah,
just
John Mayer's offered to buy it off me.
Just put the monkey grip in it, and then jobs are good.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure this evening. These shows are getting longer and longer, and someone's even commented, "Holy cow, you guys are still going! That's impressive." I think this is going to be the last one for a while, where it's all four of us for the whole show, isn't it? Because of real lives and jobs and normal stuff kicking in. So massive thanks to our guests, Vinny the Axe. Do follow Vinny the Axe on YouTube. 40 Watt Podcast, also known as Phil. Follow them on YouTube. My co-host, Mr. Paul Drew, and me, Jarvie Talks Tech. Sign up to all those things. That you might even get some good stuff and learn some stuff and stuff. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next week for more of the usual chaos. Take care, everyone. Good night, and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Au revoir.
Peace.
Au revoir.